And hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Monday night. It's marvelous. Mother Tucker's Monday. I did it, Karen. I said it. Hopefully, everybody is having a great holiday weekend. Yes, it was a holiday weekend, whether you guys knew it or not. So that means some of us that ship on Mondays, those shipments will go out on Tuesday. So don't blame us if
How
it's
many
one
of you
more day.
forgot and went to the post office anyway?
We almost did. We almost did. True stories. We almost did, but thank God we didn't. So, Misty, how are you? It feels like yesterday that we all saw you, but it feels like a year ago since we've seen you. So,
it really does. It does feel like a long time. I'm doing great. We just got back from Michigan. My daughter is now an engaged woman, and now we have a wedding to plan. Yep. And yeah, it's been a fun week, but we leave for Vegas on Sunday. So it's just going to keep on being busy. And then after Vegas, it'll calm down a little bit. And I'm looking forward to it.
In case folks don't know what's going on in Vegas, do you want to tell them what's going on in Vegas?
It's the Boss Reseller Remix. I'm one of the speakers, and you can still get tickets if you want to attend virtually. I mean, I think you can still get tickets if you want to be there in person, if you're in the Vegas area. It's just a reselling kind of convention, or just like a big, I'm looking for the convention probably isn't the best. It's like a big, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's where everybody gets to like network. It's a big networking.
Yeah, it's a networking.
They get to do like seminars. They get to learn things, turn the trade, stuff like that.
Lots of other speakers that are going to be there that are great for reselling business. It's just like a motivational thing too. I think we get a little go through burnout, and it helps to go to some of these, just kind of get pepped back up again. You can still get virtual tickets if you go to bossresellerremix.com, so you can watch all 3 days from the comfort of your own home. So check out Boss Reseller Remix if you want tickets to that.
And I actually forgot to tell Bill and Amy, but the Get Thrifty podcast, Maggie, who hosts that, she's going to be speaking there, and she's actually going to be using one of our promos from a Monday night to talk about us three shops and how we work together and do a live sale.
That's awesome. So, Maggie's great.
She's great. I forgot to tell Bill and Amy, they're going to be mentioning us out there at some point in Vegas at the resellers convention. So sorry guys, I didn't mean to tell you live, but yeah, they'll be talking about us. She promised it's going to be good stuff. She promised it's going to be good. So
of course it would be.
Amy, how are you doing?
Good. Good.
You're getting ready for the big marathon.
The paper? Yes.
Yeah.
She's running weekend is my race. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for it to be done. Yes.
Yeah. She's been in training, guys.
I'm tired.
Are you going to eat a big cheeseburger when you're done?
Oh yeah. There's actually this really special restaurant in Detroit that they make this. It's called it's their house mac and cheese. It's made in a skillet, and they put bacon on it, and it's amazing. Ooh, so that is what I treat myself to after the race.
Cheese.
It's good.
Yeah. Bill, how are you doing, sir? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. I've been spending time finally organizing and unpacking everything from Springfield. Well, that whole week-long trip, it's all been in boxes and bags in the various rooms in my home. I'm about to become a single man if I don't do something about it. So I started doing it.
Bill, nobody likes a bragger. Nobody likes a bragger just because somebody came home with a carload of stuff, and some of us came home with a few bags, and nobody likes a bragger.
Bill, I see that Toulouse has kind of cozied up to Helga. It looks
they're friends now.
Oh, I see Helga.
Yeah, they cuddle. They cuddle now.
That creepy doll. I swear.
That was great. Thing. I'm honestly, I never thought in a million years that Bill would want that doll.
I know.
He surprised all of us that night.
Bill doesn't want it. The person who lives with Bill loves it.
Oh,
gotcha.
Yay.
Gotcha. Well, Tina still won't let me touch her lucite cat that she would have killed somebody if they would have tried to.
She would have
I'm not even.
Somebody.
She has like a little velvet rope around it. Nobody else. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we have some friends here in the chat we want to say hello to. Then Bill's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. Then if you guys aren't familiar with our bookkeeping, like where we ship from and things like that, we'll fill you in and we'll get the sale going. So the first person here tonight is our friend Tumbleweed. How are you, Tumbleweed? Welcome. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We got Taylor in the chat, a fellow vamp seller. How are you, Taylor? So good to see you. There she is. She's our official mod and bid ender tonight, the very lovely Karen Gillette. Gang, please familiarize yourself with that little Daisy, that avatar. She's going to be the lag that you're going to want to learn, because she'll be the one closing out all the bids and putting in the bid end. So again, Karen, always thank you for being so supportive of so many shops over here on YouTube. And we couldn't even thank you enough. So thank you, Karen. We got Shannon here with us. How are you, Shannon? So good to see you. Our friend Brian is here in the chat with us. Well, guys, you know what I'm snapping, what that means. It's my man, Gavin of Grady Group. Vintage Recordings, guys, please give him a follow. He is the other half of the Gillette Corporation. He is Gavin. He is Karen's husband. He has a YouTube channel. He hosts and puts on all kinds of vinyl, all kinds of music. So please give him a follow. And he also spotlights items that he buys from us YouTubers that sell and have live sales. So kind of goes full circle, and he gives us a lot of free promotion. So we want to pay him back and always thank him. Thank you, Gavin, and give Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings a follow. All right, guys, you won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. Hello, Deborah. So good to see you tonight. There is Cheryl in the chat with us. How are you guys? Keep on scrolling down here. I see Deborah Rose with us. There she is. She's one of our mods here on the channel, the one, the only Holly Parker. Holly. Thank you, Holly, for always helping us out and being so supportive with us. Keep on scrolling down here. There's Mix Mom. How are you, Mix Mom? So good to see you. Hopefully you had a good weekend, and it's always good to see you. We got Angela here with us. How are you? So good to see you guys. See who else is here with us. Oh, there she is. There's Mama Pam. So good to see you. Have you guys all tried her jams yet?
Oh my gosh, the peach one is freaking amazing.
I still can't believe that it's been like almost a month since Springfield, and it's taken you guys that long to try.
I am pacing
I've been eating on it.
Yeah, like it's so good. Like literally, if you could make
Jason
enough,
was open last week, I believe.
Yes, that was when I did, but I got to tell you, I'm happy I waited. And honestly, if I could purchase it to sell it at the store, Pam, we might have to talk. I'm telling you, it's good. It's really good.
That peach on an English muffin in the morning. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like it. It's so good.
I've been making it with the peanut butter. I actually love the mix of it with peanut butter. I know y'all might think
peanut butter.
Yes, I've been making a peach peanut butter. And I've been thinking about putting a little fluff in there, like doing a trifecta.
No, that will ruin it. I don't like marshmallow.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I had you till marshmallow. Okay, guys. Hello, Lillian. So good to see you. Our friend Karen Kennedy's here with us in the chat. So good to see you. Hello, Stacy. How are you? Guys, I'm going to pick up the tempo a little bit. So if you want to say hello, please throw it in, and we'll do our best to say hello to everybody. There's my mom, Linda, in the chat. We got Karen Radford there with us. How are you, Karen? We got Spark Joy in Life. I'm going to gain 10 pounds, but it's worth it because I'm going to say hello to Powdered Donut. How are you, Powdered Donut? It's always great to see you. We got Dawn Steelman here with us. How are you, Dawn Steelman? There she is, Aunt Kiki. So good to see you, Aunt Kiki. See who else is here with us. There's our friend Greg. So good to see you, Greg. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. We got Deanna here with us. How are you, Dina? It's so good to see you. We got the other half of the Mother Tucker Corporation, Tina, with us. We got Dave here in the chat. How are you, Dave? Good to see you. We got Perla here with us. How are you, Perla? So good to see you. Keep on scrolling here. Oh, there she is. She got the shenanigans. Simply Shenanigans is here with us. We got our friend Don't You Know, all the way from the Dakotas. So good to see you. See who else is here with us. All the way from New Jersey, we got Steel Whisper in the chat. Good to see you, Steel. See who else. Oh, there she is. There's Glowy Girl. How are you, Glowy Girl? So good to see you. We got Terry here in the chat. We got Donna RN with us. How are you?
Run.
There's Bridget. How are you, Bridget? It's been a hot minute. So good to see you again, friend. Welcome, everybody. We got Helen, the New England Thrifter. So good to see you, Helen. Welcome. Good to see you guys here tonight. We got We're Now with us. How are you? We got Carolyn here with us. How are you, Carolyn? See who else is here with us. Like I said, we're going to pick it up All the way from the heart of Texas, Kelly is with us. How are you, Kelly? So good to see you. And we're going down here, see if I see anybody else. We got Gina with us. How are you, Gina? Welcome, everybody. There's another Mother Tucker. It's Mary, one of our dealers. So good to see you, Mary. How are you? We got it's Philomena. So now we're spinning the globe, gang. We're covering other countries. It's so good to see you. We got Nikki here with us. How are you, Nikki? And I think that's gonna. Oh, the chat just jumped. We got a few more. Hang on, hold on, gang. I'm gonna scroll down here. Try to catch everybody that I can. We got Karen Lord. How are you, Karen Lord? So good to see you. I see a couple duplicates. I see Julie. How are you, Julie? Good to see you. Oh, there's Wanda. How are you, Wanda? Meow, meow. Hope you're having a good night. We got Janet here with us. There's Angela here with us. How are you guys? I see Lee Ann. There's lovely Heather from Antiques.
Oh, Heather.
So good to see you, Heather. We got Rosie Clover here with us. Hello, Rosie Clover. My goodness, everybody's here tonight. We're so happy to see all you guys. We got Mary here in the chat. I got to stop because you always put a smile on my face, Pat, that picture. You're always such a lovely person and so happy to see you, Pat Robinson. Hopefully you're having a good day. There's Laura here with us. There's Mary, and I'm going to skip a few and get down here to the end, gang. I'm sorry if I miss you, but we gotta get the sale going here. Move down here to the bottom, and I'll see the last few down here at the bottom. I see Lillian, and then I see Beth B, and I see Sarah of Renovative Homes. So good to see you, Sarah.
Hello.
Gang, if I missed any of you in between, I am so sorry. I promise I'll say your name 2 times in the next sale. I promise you. So,
Don't you know lives in Wisconsin, Jason?
Sorry. Okay, I was close. Well, then at least
the Dakotas are kind of close to there, Jason.
You're in the general right area.
All I'm thinking is cheese curds. When I hear Wisconsin,
Right. Don't talk about cheese curds, please.
I'm just thinking about mouth-watering cheese curds.
After Amy's race, she will get all of the cheese.
I mean, if I could go to Wisconsin immediately afterwards, I totally would do that.
If I was a runner, Amy, I would have them just pour them all over me, and I just eat them off of myself. That's what I would do. I'm not saying you do it. I'm saying that's what I would do. I know that I'm weird.
Oh, and only in dreams, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Gang, if by chance you're not following anybody here on the screen, please make sure you're following everybody. All the links to their YouTube channels are down in the description below, along with other links like their Instagrams and things like that. Please make sure you're following them. Please make sure that you register yourself to be a buyer over on Vamp. It is going to start turning even more now that we're in fourth quarter, gang. So it's the place to find some really good vintage. There's a lot of great sellers being added. So get over there to Vamp. Get yourself registered as a buyer. Start scoring some of that great vintage while you can. So thank you, everybody. And now I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, the one, the only Bill, who's going to tell us how the sale is going to work.
Janet, it is hard to get a word in with this guy over here. So I got to wait my turn. That's why. So now it's my turn. So now you're going to hear me talk. So hi, everyone. Welcome. We know that so many of you know how this sale works, but we're just going to quickly go over some ground rules just in case we have some new folks in here tonight. So the first thing I always like to talk about is the chat. There are a couple of versions of the chat. You want to make sure you're in live chat or all messages or live chat all messages. If you see top messages on the top of your screen, you may not see the entire chat. So now is the time to toggle over to live chat or all messages. We also experience a lag here on YouTube. So every once in a while, it's a great idea, especially if you're buying or if you are chatting, to refresh. And the way that you do that is you close YouTube out, you come back in, click on the sale, make sure you're in live chat all messages, and then make sure that little red dot is all the way over to the right. The chat is here because we love to engage. We love to learn from you. We love to hear from you. So please use it. Don't be shy. If you've been in the background for a while, and a couple of you I know have, because you've been commenting on my videos, telling me that you watch, but you don't really ever say anything. Maybe tonight is the night. We invite you to be involved. And at the end of the day, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. We have a lot of great folks in the chat, people who've been with us for a while, including our moderators who are highlighted in blue. They'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And if it's a question you want one of us on the screen to highlight, if you put it in all caps, we're much more likely to see it. So the sale tonight, we have some awesome vintage. If you've seen our reels over on Instagram, we have some really great stuff tonight. So we are going to go through 10 rounds of offer up items. And that essentially means we're going to show an item. We're going to say what the start price is, and Jason is going to pin it on the screen right where our emails are now. And while we're talking about the item, telling you anything we know about it, telling you any condition issues, if you have some interest in bidding on that item, you can put your bid into the chat, and we bid in $1 increments here on YouTube. And if you know anything about the item, we invite you to be involved as well. So at a certain point, if we have some bids on an item, we will start a countdown, and we will typically count down from 15 or 20, depending on our assessment of the lag that night. And at the end of that countdown, our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, who Jason pointed out earlier, will type bid end into the chat. We will then look for the highest bid that came in before the bid end, and the person with the highest bid receives that item. Now, we also have another opportunity over here on YouTube. If you're really interested in getting your best chance to claim an item, we use an option called just in case. And a just in case bid is the maximum amount you'd be willing to bid on an item that you really, really want to make sure you get. What you can do is you can type in the letters JIC with that maximum amount you'd be willing to spend. And if you have the highest just in case before the bid end, we will bid you up just $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. We just ask that if you use the just in case option, that you be an active bidder before the use of the just in case, and that you only do it during the countdown. Now, another thing we like to remind you is, and I think it's obvious, but we like to state it every week, we are selling vintage items. We will do our utmost best to describe the item to you, point out anything that we think you should know about it. But this is your time to ask questions. If you have questions about the item, please put them in the chat. We are more than happy to answer them. And we also like to remind you that a winning bid is a commitment to pay. That's an important thing to consider if you are putting a bid out there today. You are bidding against other people. So if you do win the high bid, you have likely taken that opportunity away from other people. So we do consider a bid a commitment to pay. So if you are a winning bidder, we need some information from you. All four of us bid using PayPal, and you do not need a PayPal account in order to check out via PayPal. We are going to send you a link to your email address, and you can use that link to go to PayPal and check out as a guest. You don't need to sign up for an account. And recently, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard that people can use their Venmo account to check out in PayPal.
Yes, they can.
Yep.
So if you have if you like paying by Venmo, you can just do it through PayPal. So nice and simple. So we need those four pieces of information that you saw on the screen earlier: your name, your YouTube name, your mailing address, and your PayPal email address. And again, we appreciate prompt payment between 24 and 48 hours unless you hear otherwise from the particular seller. And that's pretty much the ground rules for the evening. We're each just going to tell you briefly a little bit about our shops so that you can know what to expect in terms of shipping and that sort of thing. So I'm going to start. I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill, everyone. Welcome. I'm from the Garden State. And I use, as I said, PayPal and an online service called Pirate Ship to get deep discounts on shipping. And I plan on invoicing and packing up tomorrow. So anyone who purchases anything from me tonight will have an invoice by the end of the day tomorrow. I ship to the US and Canada only. And I think that's all I need to tell you. Misty?
Well, it just dawned on me. Jason knows exactly what I'm going to say, don't you? I was like, you're from the Garden State. That's why I thought you were a garden guy, Bill, because you like to work in your garden.
I am. It's just a coincidence that I'm from the Garden State.
It's a marriage of all good things.
It just dawned on me. Sorry. I saw Jason laughing. I was like, he knows.
I saw you pop that out of the sky, Misty. I saw her pop that. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Yep.
Oh, whatever. So I am shipping from Indiana, and I have a live sale tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern. So if you want me to wait till after my sale tomorrow to do your invoice, I will, but that means I will be sending it out on Wednesday morning. So just send me an email if you think that you might be able to attend the sale tomorrow and you want me to wait. Otherwise, I'm going to send you an invoice in the morning.
All right. Miss Amy.
Hello, everybody. I am Amy of ENAMOR AMIE. I am going to be doing my packing and invoicing tomorrow for the sale only. I do ship from Michigan, also do Parrot Ship and PayPal, and also only ship to US and Canada.
All right. I'm Jason from Mother Tucker's Antiques. I ship out of Pennsylvania. Like everybody else, I invoice through PayPal. I use Pirate Ship. I only ship to the US and to Canada. I offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. I do own a shop. Please stop out, see the 40 active dealers. I'm in central Pennsylvania. If you guys want to utilize free pickup, just make sure you mention that in the email that you send us. We will not invoice you for shipping. Once the invoice is paid for, then we'll make arrangements to get it up to the shop. I do all of my packing and invoicing on Saturdays. If you need something sooner, that's fine. You just send us an email. I can package within a day, ship the next day after the invoice is paid. So there's no really lag there. The turnaround's really quick. So in essence, you guys will have an open box. If you bought from me on Saturday, you still have an open box. So if I can combine it, and also from Wednesday's sale with Amy for fantastic finds, if I can safely get it all together, we try to save. I know we all do. We all try to save you as much on shipping as possible. We know how important it is to squeeze that as much as we can. So I think with all that said, we had a few other folks jump in. We'll say hello to a few really quick, and then we'll get the sale started. We'll go Bill, Misty, Amy, myself. I see the lovely Lucinda jumped in. It's not highlighting. Hello, Lucinda. So good to see you. I see Debs is here with us. I see Susan Lynn. How are you, Susan Lynn? I see Tammy Renee. Good to see you. Shabby Wonder. And I see Rosa. I know we all want to say hello to Nan. Watch that loose site, Nan. How are you? And she wants to know why ground rules, Bill. She wants to know what's with the ground
Nan
rules.
has been asking questions all night. She wants to know why she didn't get any mail today. She wants to know why Liberace died. I mean, someone's gotta. There's a lot. Nan has a lot of questions.
Nan has a lot of questions.
Okay. All right. Well, we're here for you, Nan. No matter what, we're here for you. Hello, Lindy. Good to see you. And we'll say hello again to Stacy. And I see Carolyn. And gang, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. But we're going to get the sale started here. And like I said, there is Soda Pop Resale Shop. Oh, I love that name. I'm here for that. All right, guys. We'll go Bill, Misty, Amy, myself. We'll get you over here, Bill. Help set the tone for the evening. How much is your first item starting at?
$10, Jason, and I have a lovely earlier McCoy piece today.
I love these.
Aren't these so beautiful? And the color is amazing. It's sort of coming across. It's even more beautiful in person. But a lot of you commented on the video that I posted yesterday, which ended up largely being a McCoy unboxing. And so many people were indicating how they would just love to have a piece in their collection. So I thought I would bring one tonight. This is like a quadruplicate for me. I have a bunch of them, so I'm okay sharing it. And this one is in amazing condition. It's one of the earlier pieces. This is a 1943 vase by McCoy, and you can see that it is in the gorgeous grape pattern. Yeah, 1943. It has some use. It has been used as a vase at some point, and because it's earlier McCoy, we don't have a mark on the bottom. But it is really pretty. No chips, no cracks, just in really good shape. And it is 8 inches tall and 6 inches at the widest point.
These look so pretty with like dried flowers in them. They're just really, really pretty. And they almost have a Francoma look. Oh, that's
they do. They almost do have a Francoma look. Yeah, I went out and grabbed all the hydrangeas that I had left today.
I was gonna say those are real hydrangea.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, God, I mean, if they were fake, Bill would hydrangea.
Yes.
Bill, is it more a blue or a green? They want to know.
It is more aqua blue, I think. Again, I am a little color challenged, but to me, it looks more aqua, like teal almost, like that. You know, just getting into the mid-century teal color, and then this really light brown that almost looks a little plum behind it.
Yeah, these are really pretty in person.
Yeah. Yeah, McCoy did a really good job with these.
And I don't like a lot of glassware, like with the great design on it, but they really did it really nice with this color.
Yeah, and there's a lot of layering in some of these McCoy pieces. You see this whole kind of pattern behind it. It's just so beautiful. And these were usually sold as sets, so there would be a second one that went with it. They were generally mantle or buffet pieces. But to find one in this good of condition, they are really chippy around the bottom. So McCoy changed the way that it did its bottoms later in time, but these early ones that are unglazed, and they just got chipped a lot. And a lot of my McCoy is really chippy back here. I keep the chippy ones. All right, so I do see that we have some bids, so I'm gonna go ahead and start that countdown. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna start from 15, and hopefully that'll give us a sense of what our lag is tonight for all the other sellers. So if you are interested, now is the time to get your bids in. And if you are an active bidder, remember, we do offer just in case. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I don't know if I did my showing it in my head trick.
I don't know why we all do that, because we all have different sized heads. It doesn't make
I know mine's huge.
sense.
You know what I do? I have a hall pottery collection, and I keep my lucite candles, and so it's like you can bring in your mid-century and add them to like prettier pieces of pottery, and it kind of melds the two worlds together. And that way you can just keep them out all year round. You don't have to worry about finding those pesky candle holders.
I agree, and I think these are colors that work all the year round. So Mary had a just in case of 30, and Noelle came in with a just in case of 83. So Noelle, this is yours for $31. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. Oh, it's my turn.
All right,
okay, so I'm going to start mine at 25, and you're going to get both of these in this lot. They are the next on stage,
Amber.
Amber, Amber and her little sister. So we've got two Belgium jars. They are marked Belgium on the bottom. They do have like the rubber stopper, not the glass, like the polished or the sanded glass. The taller one is 9 inches tall, a little apothecary Belgium bottle, and the smaller one is 5 inches tall. So I love these. You can put your M&Ms in here, and then it's kind of sealed, so it keeps them fresh. They are marked Belgium on the bottom, made in, it says not contents, container made in Belgium. So that one is the 9-ounce or the 9-inch one. This one is 5 inches. Again, it's also contents made in Belgium. I've been finding a lot of these lately, and actually in the sale, I have one listed in Vamp that is a green one that's 9 inches and a milk glass. I kind of just paired them together. I kind of like that look to them, but I thought since these were both in amber, they could be very like for your Halloween decor. You could even put those like transfers on there if you wanted to make them look like a little like apothecary.
Poison.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, like, put poison, the skull and bones on it would look good.
Yeah, I really like this dark amber. So they're really, really nice. And you will get both of them. All right, JDA, I see you're in at 30, and I'm going to go ahead and start counting them down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They do look really nice with natural sunlight coming through them too. But I love this dark amber. It's very late 1960s, 1970s. Cheesecake is in at 30. Man, now I want cheesecake. Cheesecake is in at 35. Caroline has also put in a just in case of 35. There is the bid in. Thank you so much, Karen. So cheesecake, they're coming to you for $35. Thank you so very much.
Congratulations.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $10, Jason.
You got it.
All right, I haven't had a Rempel cutie pie for a while. And this one is a little bit special. It's not a squeak toy. Okay.
It's
So
not.
this is Fleecy the Lamb. So it's not a rattle either. It was meant to be a teething toy.
Oh, how
So
sweet.
yes, it's Fleecy the Lamb, and it is made by Rempel. So Jason, were you saying something?
I was just so cute. I mean, it's really cute.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
does look
So
a little
Misty's got some diamond pottery
I do.
pieces tonight, which were based off of the Rempel squeak toys. That's Custard the cat. But this is meant to be a little baby teething toy. I had never seen one of these in person before. The only one that I've ever seen a picture of was actually in its original box. And it is marked Rempel Enterprises back here on the back. Now I will say back here, because these are from the late 40s into the 50s, they do tend to harden up over time, these soft rubber pieces, and there is a little bit of cracking underneath the back of the bow. Okay, so I'm not going to squeeze it. It's not meant to squeak. There was just a hole back here to let any air out as the kiddo was chewing. How can you chew on that cute face? It doesn't appear that there's any teeth marks or anything on here, but I just thought, oh my gosh,
doesn't it make you so sad when
I usually don't pick up like baby rattles and that sort of thing. I usually don't, but I couldn't resist it. And I thought, like, displayability, if you like didn't really know how to display it, this is kind of how I had it in my preview. I had it just kind of leaning inside, and I just put like a little bit of bubble wrap inside of here to just prop it up so it has something to lean on. Just cute to pop into a display like that. And definitely if you collect the Rempel squeak toys too, it is a little bit harder to find on the little.
Doesn't it make you sad when you find them and they're all hardened?
I know, or they're all mangled and
set upright.
It's like the rigor mortis set in. You feel like they passed away. It's like, you're not supposed to be hard. What's wrong with you?
The rubber on this is not hardened. It is still pretty soft, although I would be careful with it because they do tend to crack, like it is a little bit on the backside. So measurement for this real quick is 5 1/4 by 3. And this does date to the late 1940s into the 50s. So right now I see Janet has the high bid at 18. We're looking for 19 or more. I'm going to count it down. If you're bidding, you're active. You're welcome to put in those just in cases. All right. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Well, Patricia, you haven't missed very much. We've not even done a full circle yet. So you're still
just
good.
In time.
All right. Glowy, I see your just in case. Waiting for that bid end to come in. And there it is. Thank you so much, Karen. So Janet had the high bid at 18, but Glowy Girl came in with that just in case. So Glowy, this is coming to you for 19. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
So stinking cute. All right, guys. $10 for my first item. These are what I think they're made from Wales, Japan. I think Wales, Japan made these. There is one quote condition issue. If you see there's little holes on the back of these little kitschy ladies, apparently they used to have the little like pantyhose, the little nylon wings on them. So I was able to verify. I thought the holes in the back, now they are hollow underneath. I thought maybe they had bells in them. No. So they are missing their wings, but I really don't think it takes away from it. So you're going to get both of these just for $10. These are these cute little kitschy little girls in these little. Look at that
dog. That dog looks scared to death.
That dog is going to get cut if it doesn't do what that girl wants that dog to do. So minus the fact that they're missing their quote wings, they're in pretty doggone good condition. So they are super cute, super kitschy. They are that high gloss porcelain. So these aren't really ceramic. A lot of the Wales figurines were more hinged on the porcelain side. So let me get in on that face. She also resembles the girl. Oh gosh. You know, the Norcross cards use her in a lot of them. It's always the girl. I don't know. She has a name, but her face and the girl look a lot alike. They used her in like a ton of different Norcross cards. I cannot remember that girl's name, but She's got a great 1950s look. She has a little hat on. You would think that the ponytails would have gotten damaged, but they have not. Nice. So the only thing that's missing is the little wings, but I don't think it really takes away from them. And honestly, that would be an easy fix. You can still kind of find wings like that, and you could put them on if you wanted to. And honestly, if they were still there, they probably would be not in the best of condition. So you get them both. They're 3.5 inches tall. You're going to get this one, the blue one, and then this
good idea,
one.
Lucinda.
Then she's purple and pink, and she has these cute little like rosettes in her hair. There might be a little flea bite right here, but I can't see any white, so I think that's in manufacturing. And she has a little spaghetti in her hair. So, and she's sort of taking the notes for the day. So she's kind of
looks like she's the boss.
She is. She's taking notes on this one, because she's being watched by the SPCA with the dog. So she's like taking notes. She's like, if my sister hurts that dog, I got to call the authorities. I swear. So
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll cover and stuff it. I'll do it. So we're at 10, looking for 11. They are both marked Japan faintly in blue underneath. And all they're missing are their wings. So we're at 10, looking for 11. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. No damage, just missing those nylon and little metal wings. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and 15 from Debbie Gutierrez. There we go. How did I do?
Not bad, Jason. Not bad.
I'm still no Michael Todd.
No, he does it pretty good.
He does. All right, Dave, I see you're 18 right before the bid end. Thank you guys for all the bids. It's going to Dave, JDA Collectibles, for $18. All righty, Mr. Bill.
$18 for choice, Jason.
All right, sir.
And I have two of these really beautiful little trinket dishes. This one is in a little pink color. It doesn't have a marking on the bottom, but I have confirmed that it was made by LW Rice. And if you saw my video yesterday, you know that they are these gorgeous little flapper girls. Yeah. And Barb at the Winking Owl Antiques has confirmed what I thought. These were meant to be powder jars for a dresser. And both of them still have their amazing feather boas on. And the condition issues are minor. You can see a little bit of paint loss on the hat of the pink one. And she's 4.5 inches tall, and the opening is 3.75 inches. They do not have they don't have anything in like a powder puff in them, but I'm sure that's something that someone could figure out if that's what you wanted to use.
It reminds me of Liza Minnelli.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone calls them the flapper girls. So, and I also have a blue one.
Ooh,
she's gorgeous too. She doesn't have any paint loss on her bonnet, but she does on the bottom have some missing. She has a chip here on the bottom. That's what you see from the side. And they do have pretty large, beautiful crazing on them. It's not going to pick up, but they are crazed because from everything that I could tell, these date to the 50s. So I'm just going to show them.
Great.
Side by side. Aren't they fun? And they look great together, but obviously
I love them.
Someone wants both. Yeah, they're super fun. And I can think of so many different applications for them, not just for, a dresser situation.
Bill, do you know who made them?
Yes, they were made by LW Rice.
Right.
These do not have the stamps on them, but Barb and I both have seen ones. Hers do have the stamps on them, and I've seen them online with the stamps.
Gotcha.
They're great.
And I think that's a U.S. company.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think that's a U.S. company.
The fur is fantastic.
Really
the fur is fantastic. It looks like a big floofy boa around
it.
It
is.
Yeah.
It is. It's all the way around. It's glued in the back. So it is a little loose in the front and it wiggles back and forth, but it's glued in the back. And if you do look at these online, a couple have sold in the last 5 years, and you can see them on WorthPoint. A bunch of them don't have the boas anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really fun to have them. And they're just like really special ones. They're just really big and fluffy.
They're not matted. They're not matted.
No,
They're really
not
nice.
at all. They're in really good condition. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So this is for choice on the blue lady or the pink lady. Yeah, let's start. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And these expressions on their face, I mean, they're just like, they're too good for things, right?
Oh
both
yeah,
kind
they're super snooty.
They both
Love it.
kind of look like Sally Fields, I think.
Really? I see Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, I was going to say Liza Minnelli too. It also reminds me of the show Designing Women.
That was from Friday Night Sale. That Bill kept thinking that there was a Coke ad that looked like Sally Fields, and everybody kept saying it wasn't. And yeah,
Enough, Jason. Enough. We have to maintain some semblance of a friendship here. Okay. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. Nancy had a bid of 45, but Trendlin came in with a 50.
With Z.
So Trendlin, you have the high bid at 46. Let me know if you would like pink or blue or both. Then Nancy, you're back up at 45, and Dave at 42. And I will go ahead and watch the chat because I know these folks know how to put their wishes into the chat. So Trendlin is going to take the blue. So Nancy, if you would like the pink at 45, just let me know. And Dave, you're back up after that.
All right.
Those
We'll
are
get
awesome.
you going, Misty. How much?
All right. $18 choice.
You got it.
So Amy brought the Rempel, and I have 2 pieces of diamond potteries. And diamond potteries made sculptures, basically ceramic sculptures of the Rempel squeakers. So I've got Cuddles the cat. This is choice number 1. I wrote in my notes that this was the dog. This is a cat. This is not a dog. This is not Perky the puppy. This is Cuddles the cat. So it's like, hi, Queso. Look, there's Queso.
No, Queso was up here. I guess he's left.
Yeah, I saw him. When we first started. So this one is just like the freestanding figure. So this other choice. I myself like the freestanding ones without the bases a little bit more, but she's in great condition. There's just one little spot like on the back of her paw. That's not a chip. That's like when I don't know what happened. Like when it was coming out of the mold, it's got like a little pushed in part there, but she stands up real nice, and she's a great part of your. If you've got the squeaker toys, when you display them with the figures, they look a lot alike, especially if you get one that's not real discolored, the squeaker. And then I've got Frisky. Oh gosh, I think this is Frisky. I don't know if the brown.
That's right. You're right.
The brown one is different than the gray one. I think they were different names. But this one is Frisky the pony. And you can see this one is standing on a base. A lot of times the horses, they put them on this base. I don't know if so they wouldn't fall over, but she's on her base. Diamond potteries, also excellent condition. They did a brown colorway of this one as well, and this one is the gray with the blue eyes. And a lot of times the eyes are different. So Cuddles the cat has black eyes, and then Frisky has green eyes. And then I think that the pig has green eyes.
Mm-hmm. I've had the Cuddles the cat one before with green eyes.
Yeah, so you kind of have to, if you've got several different ones in your collection, a lot of times they'll have different colored eyes. So that's kind of a thing to do to add to your collections too. But all right, so Frisky is 8 inches tall, and Cuddles the cat is 5 inches tall.
So
but
good.
They can kind of like, you can kind of tell, like they've got those like dead eyes. It's just a dot.
Yep.
Just a dead dot eye.
And didn't they make planters of those big ones too? There's a planter version like of the horse and things.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a planter, like there's a bunny that's standing next to a little basket.
Yes.
Well.
Yep.
So, and Amy has the Ruthie Newton storybook.
Because you gave it to me.
Come to life.
Because you gave it to me.
I know. You were meant to have it. But
I love that book.
They come to life.
I should have brought it out for show and tell tonight for those that hadn't seen it.
They all come to life in your room at night. All right. So Glowy is in at 18. This is for choice. Let's go ahead and count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I just love them because they're just whimsical and fun. And I know that they were they were made to be on a child's shelf, but we're all big children.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We've got weird things on our shelves. We don't care. We do what we want. We have adult money and we pay for our own things that we want. Okay, there is the bid in. Thank you so much, Karen. So I see Gail Davis, you had the high bid at 22, so you'll get first pick, and then MJ Bear, you'll get second pick at 20. So
Wait,
Gail, let me know if you want Frisky or Cuddles.
Hang on, wait, Misty, you had Glowy Girl with just in case of 27.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, Glowy, you get first pick at 23. So Glowy, let me know if you want Frisky or if you want Cuddles. And then Gail, you get second pick at 22. I know. I'll buy all the toys I want. That's the way I am too. When I see blind bags at Dollar Tree, I'm like, sorry, children.
I'm buying them all.
I'm buying them all. All right. So Glowy wants the kitty. All right. Got you down for that, Glowy. That was at 23. And that goes to Glowy.
I never see these horses.
You never see what? The horses?
I never see the horses ever. Never can find them.
I don't often find the brown one, but I find the gray one a lot. All right. So let me know. And Gail, Gail, I got you. Okay, Gail, I got you for 22. Thank you so very much.
All right.
And Jason, I just want to clear something up there was a confusion in the chat. The next person in line for this lady was Karen Kennedy at 30, and Karen has claimed it. I'm sorry, everyone else. Karen was next though.
All righty. All right, Amy.
All right, 16, Jason.
You got it.
Okay. So it is an unwritten rule that when you have a live sale with Misty, that you have to bring QPs. I don't know where that rule came from, but it's a
good rule to have. I like it.
All right, so I do have an antique QP postcard. I'm hoping it will focus for me. Come on.
Oh, look at them.
It's a darling cute one. This is not one that I have had before. It was actually one that I picked up in Springfield. There we go. I think it's coming in clear now. So you can see all of so this is a kind of a good well wishes, the wishing well full of QPs. So you can see
that one QP is getting ready to jump in.
I know. So there's a whole bunch of QPs pulling on the little twine there to pull up the bucket from the wishing well. And do you see on the side here, we've got a little mermaid QP hanging on the side. So it's kind of up for interpretation if the little bucket is full of QPs or not.
It definitely is.
And then we've got a little frog here, and then we've got these two that are getting ready to jump in. There's up here, there's always a little bluebird. So we've got little birdies in a nest. This one's hanging out on the tree. So cute. So the little inscription, all is well, for the good luck QPs. And this one does not have a postmark on the back. So I think it was just hand delivered. I love the handwriting on it. So this is a Gibson card made in Ohio. Okay. And it does date to the early 1900s. Most of the other ones that I have sold have had a postmark, either 1912, 1915, somewhere in there. Very, very cute, especially the ones with the mermaid QPs.
Yeah,
a little bit harder to come by.
The mermaids and doodle dogs are the best ones.
Yes, the doodle dogs. So the inscription on here says, "I'm glad my little girl is better. I'm sorry you had to miss so much school, Grandma Hattie." And I think it was to Miss Virginia Finley, but it doesn't have a postmark or an address on the back. But I love to read the little inscriptions on the back. But we just love the Rose O'Neill illustrated QPs. So that's Rose O'Neill's signature right there on the back. All right. So it is just standard postcard size. I love these so much. I picked this up in Springfield from my favorite postcard guy. And the only other ones that I have left for the rest of the year, unless I find some more, are Christmas ones. So I can't wait to get those out too. All right. So right now I see MJ Bear is in at 17. So we're looking for 18 or more. I'm going to do a countdown. If you're bidding, I do encourage you guys to use those just in cases because of the lag that we always have here on YouTube. So let's count this down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. My
And
camera is getting so good right now. I'm very happy that you can see all those cute faces. Love it.
Jason and I can attest that when Amy is looking for vintage postcards, she is laser focused.
Uh-huh.
The rest of the world disappears.
Yeah. You guys were like waiting for me on a bleacher.
We're still healing. We're still healing from her knocking us out of the way.
I have a sunburn on my nose.
All right. Thank you guys so much. So MJ, you did not need your just in case. This is coming to you for 17. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. My next round, it's going to be $20 choice. Now, before I get into this, I previewed 3 of these. As I was writing things up for the sale, I realized that I have one that is a mix match. So I'm not going to offer this one tonight. The head is to the pineapple and the body is to the cherry. So somebody mixed them up. So if anybody needs these for parts, email me, but I'm not going to offer them during the sale tonight. So I just wanted everyone to know I did preview 3 of them, but I'm only going to preview the 2 that I know are an exact match. So these are from the 1940s. These actually predate DeForest, and they actually predate Holt Howard and all these crazy little pixie jars. So these are made by PD, and most of them are stamped, but the stamping is worn off on the bottom of both of these. So there are some condition issues. Sometimes the way the porcelain was made, it was susceptible to getting little rough spots or little chips. So there's a little nip right there on him. Thank you for the bids. I see Susan in at 20. Dave is in at 25. And there's a little teeny tiny minute little pin right there. So other than that, really good condition. Now, I thought this little, and there's a little bit of cold paint because there is cold paint on these, but it is the back. I thought that this guy was a banana. Okay. I thought he was the banana man. Apparently.
Why did you think he was a banana?
I don't know. I thought these were bananas. Apparently he's the onion. Apparently he's the onion man. So I was wrong. I don't know. When I saw this, I thought he was wearing like a bouquet of bananas hanging down. I don't know. It just kind of looked like bananas to me. So this is your first choice.
Okay, Jason.
All right,
Jason.
It looks like bananas to me.
I swear, I thought they were bananas. So this one measures 8 inches tall. So, and I could not find any that had a quote original spoons. I don't believe these were sold with spoons back in the day. So, and these are actually made during the war. So the PD was big during in the early 40s. So, and most of these are stamped 42. So that's your first choice. All right, guys. Now you got to tell me, what in the heck is she? What vegetable is she? I couldn't figure out what she was.
A lemon?
I'm pretty sure she's the lemon.
I thought she was, but I guess lemons do have leaves on them when they come off the tree. So she would have
but look at her face. She's like a sourpuss.
She is all puckered up. She is puckered. She's ready to smack somebody with her little hand purse right here. I swear. Now there is a little bit of paint loss here. And she does have 1 or 2. I swear, every time I find these, they must have come from the factory with these nips, because they all have a little nip right there around the rim. But other than that, and maybe underneath here, there's just some roughness, but they display well. There's no cracks. There's no damage except for those little nips. But when I mean damage, there's no breakage and glued back together or repairs. There's the under part of her. All right, she's a lemon. Yes, in the trees. Okay, all right. I tell you, she reminds me, who was the one on SNL with the purse that used to smack everybody? Do you remember that comedian in the 70s? She used to hit everybody, and I forget who that was. That's who she reminds me of.
I don't know.
She would show up at the roasts with Frank Sinatra and
the
Dean.
Clown would smack people with his bag and sock full of nickels.
Okay, maybe that is a sock full of nickels she has. And if anyone gets out of line, somebody's going to get a whooping.
Ruth Buzzy. Yes, Ruth Buzzy.
Yes, that's who it was. Thank you, guys. I knew somebody in the chat would know. She's 5 inches tall. He is 8 inches tall. I think they make a cute couple. A little lemon and a little, I don't know. What would you get if a lemon and an onion? I don't know. That would be an interesting looking baby. So we're in it.
Attract.
Oh, they do. They do. Oh, they're touching. Stop it, guys. Okay, we got David at 30, so we're looking for 31 or more. We're going to do a countdown just in case for active bidders. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And like I said, gang, if you saw the other one in my reel and you need the parts, let me know. If you're in the need for the pineapple top.
I want to see him again.
What the other one? The other one is just parts. It's the cherry bottom, and she's the pineapple top. Somebody says
I mean, I kind of like it like that.
Yeah, me
too. I do too, but I know it doesn't go together. So if anybody wants her, email me and we'll make arrangements and we'll get her sold to you. So who had top bid there? It looked like, goodness, all the way back up. I don't see who.
JDA said they'll take them both.
All right. You had top bid, sir. All right, Bill. It's up to you.
You might as well get that third one too. I'm just saying.
Okay, Jason, $48, and I have some gorgeous mid-century glass tonight.
Jason, there was a just in case.
Yeah, that's
Was
what
there,
I thought.
did I miss something? My chat moved all over, so hang on here. Let me see. I see
Susan
Susan.
has a just in case of 38.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So what was Dave's top bid?
30.
30. Okay, so hang on here. Susan Lynn, you get first choice at 31. Susan, let me know at 31 which one you want. Let me know if you want the onion. Let me make myself big again. Let me know if you want the onion. I thought I saw the
banana. Do you want the banana?
Don't you guys see banana? But then I guess there would be no black line. So let me know, Susan, if you want the onion. I'm going to say banana. Okay, they're both yours. Thank you so much, Susan. All right, Bill.
Okay, so back to gorgeous mid-century glass. I've been finding a lot of cobalt since Jason and I were challenged to bring cobalt to a sale. So I have this gorgeous spherical globe vase. It is a vase, and it is a Blanco piece. It has its original sticker on it. It is the number 862. And these started, they go back to the 1959 catalog, and then they were made in subsequent years as well. What you can tell from this particular sticker is it's not the oldest Blanco sticker. The oldest Blanco sticker was like a hand like this, and Blanco was written on top of it. This is the sticker in the middle. The newest sticker actually has Blanco's website on the bottom. So this is probably 70s, 80s. But it comes in 3 sizes, and this is the smallest size. This is 5.5 inches tall and 6 inches across. And I agree, this color is everything. And it actually is, it is a usable vase if you had some gorgeous, if that's what you wanted to use it for. But I just think it's really graphic. It would look great with your mid-century glass collection. Just really, really
lucite candles.
Yeah, or put your lucite candles in it. Look at that color, though. Look how saturated it is. And if you look closely, you can see that it's one of the ones that have the I always call it the alligator finish. It's not crackle glass. It's got a textured surface on it. It has a beautiful ponto mark on the bottom. Just a really nice.
I love that.
Just a nice. When I look at it through the screen and then in real life, you're not really just seeing just how. Oh, you can really see that's the color that it looks like in real life around the edge there, that color blue. So
I'm with Elaine. I would put some of those battery operated fairy lights in there and light that up. I think it would look so good lit up.
Well, I've had it here for a couple of days, and I've been trying it in all the other glass vessels I have because it sits so nicely. Like I have a clear moon and star compote, and to put that inside of it, it's so pretty. And then I have a Viking bullseye yesteryear footed compote, and it's red, and in that it looks so good too.
I think this would look lovely like after Christmas time when you're taking down the reds and the greens and you've got your silvers and your cobalt. You could put your mercury glass beads and stuff, your silver mercury glass beads around it. I think that would be really pretty as like a centerpiece on your table.
Yeah, agree. And if you do sort of the silver and blue Christmas as well, this would look fantastic.
Yep, I agree. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, Bill, Karen wants to see the opening again. Gorgeous.
Yeah,
this is such a different blue.
Yeah, but it's funny because I was in the Blanco catalog quite a bit today. This is a pretty common blue through the 50s through the 90s.
Okay.
They use this blue quite a bit. And in real life, it looks almost a little bit more indigo to me than it does blue. like I really know what indigo is, but that's what I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty. So pretty. And as you can see, there is a bunch of fading on the sticker that just, it's clearly been used over time, but you can just see that it is the Blanco.
Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad that some of it, I'm like sitting here thinking, do I want to put a bid in for this? Because this is beautiful.
Yeah,
and all swung vases, and then having that in with it, that would be so pretty.
Yeah, I think it's really pretty, and just to have this color, this shape, with all of your other glass, really good, and it stacks really nice. Like you could set it on so many other things. A nice flat bottom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for your bid, Karen. If anyone else is interested, now is the time for this gorgeous Blanco with my fingerprints all over it. That'll get cleaned up before I send it. All right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Such a good piece, Bill. And I think Blanco always did such a good job with the way the ponto marks always were polished so smoothly.
They're so nice on the bottom. Yeah. So congratulations, Karen. This is yours. Thanks so much. Beautiful piece.
All right,
Misty. All right, Jason. My next one's going to start at 20. And I have a little squatty little baby carnival vase. And talk about cobalt. So this one is a cobalt blue base color. And then it's got this beautiful carnival with this iridescent, like an oil slick. So this is a trunk vase. But boy, when you hold it up to the light, I know it's really hard to see right now, but when you hold it up to the light, you can really see that cobalt along the rim of the ruffle there. Boy, I wish I would have brought my big light thing home with me, but I didn't. But it's just so pretty. So when I find these, I like to find the amethyst ones and the blue ones. But this is beautiful. It's in excellent condition. I do believe, gosh, I'm going to say this wrong. I think this is Fenton. I'm pretty sure it is Fenton.
I'm pretty sure it is with the smooth bottom, Misty.
Yes.
Usually if it's serrated, then it's like the Northwood. I'm almost certain the indent. Yep, that's Fenton.
But I love that it's just a squatty vase. So when you put them with your other ones, it kind of gives that size variance there. But boy, I really wish you could see that blue right along the rim. And it almost looks, because of the carnival on the inside, it gives a little bit of a violet hue when you're looking down in it. But for fall and autumn, this carnival is it for me. I think that it's so lovely. And it's very organic, looking like a tree trunk. So I like that too. And then around the bottom, you can see that cobalt. And the carnival is in really nice shape. There's just a little bit of wear around the rim there and as well on the bottom there, but not too bad. And this is 7 inches tall at the highest little peak on the ruffle. It's beautiful.
That's
April
correct.
showers.
That's correct.
Yep, April showers. I always just call it a tree trunk. I don't always use the correct wording. It's just what my brain tells me. I learned this from my father, who's right here. We don't always call things what they're actually called. We call them what we want. Yes. All right, so JD, I see you in at 32. I'm going to go ahead and start counting it down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, I don't know. Just like, Dad calls chimneys on like oil lamps chimneys and pixies or prixies. We just do what we want sometimes.
An amberino instead of amberino.
Amberino instead of amberino. Flamingos instead of flamingos. We just say what we want. Thank you, Dawn. All right, so I see Nikki had a bid of 34. Mushroom Lover has a bid of 36. I love that name, Mushroom Lover. But this beautiful Fenton Carnival April Showers vase is coming to you for $36. Thank you so much.
All right there, Miss Amy.
All right, 36, Jason.
You got it.
All right, so I have 2 Bambi related items tonight. And this is the first one tonight. Love this figurine. This does date to the 60s. And Bambi is looking back. I love the expression on the face here at the butterfly that has landed on his tail. This is in amazing condition. There's no chips, there's no repairs. There's 2 tiny little craze lines on the belly, and that's it. Really, really lovely condition. This does date to the 1960s. There also is one that is laying down instead of standing, looking back at the butterfly.
Do you have this one already, Amy?
What?
Do you have this one already?
I do.
I was going to say, I would be.
You're right.
Yeah, I do. I have some Bambi ceramics that I probably will never part with. Some of the bigger, older ones from the 40s I do have in my collection.
That one's really sweet because it's like, what are you doing to my tail, butterfly?
Yeah, hello. Yes.
You landed on my tail.
And it's really, really nice. Definitely you could put this out in the fall time. It doesn't have to be a Disney Bambi piece, but you could carry this into Christmas as well. Definitely if you have somebody in your family that collects Disney pieces, this is a quintessential Disney piece. Absolutely. Measurement for this, it is larger, so it does measure 5 by 5 3/4. So that is the size there. It's a pretty are larger figurines, but the larger ones are much older than this one is, but really, really cute. You guys know I love deer, and I also collect Disney stuff. So I don't see it terribly often, but I am very happy that I can pick it up and bring it for the other Bambi lovers. But I'm not seeing any interest in this unless the leg has gotten terrible.
They're asking Amy who the manufacturer is.
I do not know the manufacturer of this particular one. I do not know that. I've never been able to identify one with an original tag, one with an original hang tag. Most often these were sold as souvenirs at Disneyland that you could actually pick up and take home with you. I've never been able to identify a maker on this particular one, but I do know that this one's from the 60s. And the older ones from the 40s that were also sold at Disney don't have a manufacturer either. All right. So JDA, I see a 36. Thank you so much. We're going to count this down. We're looking for 37 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's amazing that his legs are in perfect condition, Amy. Those extremities.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. So JDA, this is coming to you. Thank you so much, Dave.
All right, congratulations. And thank you so much, Karen Gillette, for being our official mod and bid ender. Deanna, thank you for hanging out for a little bit as well. And also, Holly, thank you so much. So my next item is going to start at 40, and it's going to be on a Moon and Stars fairy lamp. Now, I looked this thing all over. These are notorious for rough marks with the molds. They never polished them that well. I'm nitpicking it under my lights. I see this little teeny tiny maybe nip, but it's right there at the mold mark. So I'm not sure if that's in manufacturing or not, but I find it hard. I do find Moon and Star. I know you do, Bill. It's hard to find these fairy lamps.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you can find the Indiana ones that are these nice big cylinder style ones, like 2 times before you find one of the Moon and Stars. So I held on to this one. This is their Amberina, but it's heavily on the red side. So I thought this would be better holding it closer to Christmas time. So we're just starting it at $40. No damage that I can really say, except that little rough spot. These are notorious for the mold marks being rough, though, because where they're at, I don't think they really could have polished them. So there's always some roughness there. So other than that little teeny tiny, and I'm nitpicking, it's in very, very good condition. I love these fairy lamps. This would be great in your 4th of July, definitely great for Christmas. And the way the cadmium glows on these, let's see if I can show you. It's weird. It's in all the cracks, so all the crevices. So for the glow on this, you're not going to get it necessarily in the Moon and Star part. It's going to be almost as if it's cascading down all the way around, if that makes sense. So, Mary, I see you at 40. Yes, sir, Bill.
Jason, I think for people who don't know, the other important thing to know about this versus the Indiana glass Amberina or red is that one is stained and flashed. This
Yes.
one is red glass. This
Exactly.
one is glass.
Yep. Thank you, Bill. When I make that comparison, you're right. We need to be specific. This one is true red or amberina glass. So you can wash this. It's not gonna, wash off. So there is the base. They have like these little lips in here almost, or a little nubbin in there, and you have to get the chimney on just right, or sometimes it kind of sits a little cattywampus. So there are no issues on the inside, but again, they sand this. So if you go rubbing your finger, yes, there might be, quote, some roughness, but there's no chips on it. So in very good condition. You can see a little bit of the yellowing there as I tilt it. And again, with this piece, it hinges more on the red, but if you put it underneath a black light, everything in between here is where the cadmium settled and where it glows. So there you go. You can get a good idea of what I'm talking about there. And you can see it in the rims all the way around. So clean look. Thank you. I see you at 46. We got JDA back in at 50. Again, very good condition. And let me give you a measurement on this. This measures, where are my notes at? This measures 6 inches tall. It's a nice big one. It's a nice large size one. So it's 6 inches tall, and it's about 4.5 inches across at the base. And again, I had this one for a little bit. I found a few of them earlier in the year, and I held on to this because this would look really, really good in the centerpiece of your Christmas, or even this time of the year before Halloween. If you want it to be eerie, go ahead and hit it with that black light and have that eeriness kind of glow through. Now you guys can see what I'm talking about. So,
and
thank
Jason,
you
you might remember at 4th of July, my goal was to try to find a blue, red, and clear one of these.
Yes.
And I couldn't find the red one, but I had the
Oh,
blue.
you couldn't? Well, see, I would think that the blue one would be so much harder to find.
I had 2 of them.
Really?
Yeah. And I love the glow on this. And again, like I was saying, when it comes to the moon and star, honest to Pete, these are so difficult to find. And if you do, you find pieces of them or they're really damaged. I don't know if they didn't make a lot, but I'm super excited to be able to offer this. So we're at 55. We're looking for 56 or more on the L.E. Smith Moon and Stars. And just real quick, if you guys aren't familiar with what moon and stars are, it talks about right here. A lot of people think that's the moon. No, it's actually both. The round part is the moon. The center is the star. So, all right, we're going to count it down. We got some active bidders. Please remember, just in case, if you had your heart set on it. Thank you, everybody. So we're in at 65. We're looking for 66 or more. Counting it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Gorgeous fairy lamp. I love these. And again, I find a lot of moon and star here in Pennsylvania, but these fairy lamps, just not.
I find the stars and bars, but not the moon and star very often.
I hear you. It's just, and it's getting harder to find all the time. Thank you guys for the bids. There's the bid end. So we had Dave in with 80. We had Clean Look in at 90, but Mary got in there with 100. So Mary for 91.
Yay.
Congratulations. It's coming to you. All right, Mr. Bill.
$36, Jason. And if everyone knows the way that Jason and I roll, it's probably no surprise to you that I also have a fairy lamp tonight. But I have the sort that I always gravitate toward. I love these hand-painted Fenton fairy lamps. I just love them. And typically I start these at a much higher price. This price is reflective of a tiny roughness here around the chimney, but it is gorgeous. It is this 4-petaled flower, just the one bloom on the front, and then on the back there is a different painting. And I just love how this person who hand painted it put these darker pieces at the end, and it really challenges me trying to think of what flower they had in mind when they were painting this, because it is a kind of unique feature of these flowers. But it is gorgeous. Let me just give you a close-up on this hand painting. It is wonderful. Now, this is a custard glass. It is not a glowy custard glass, you should know. And if I didn't say it already, it is Fenton. There is the Fenton. You can see the Fenton oval there on the bottom. And it is hand painted, like a lot of these are. It is signed by the artist. So it says hand painted by Sandy Kelly. So Sandy Kelly is the artist who painted this gorgeous little lamp. And like all of these lamps, I don't even need to look it up anymore. I know they're 4.5 inches tall. I don't even measure them anymore. Yes, Deanna, dogwood is one of probably the better guesses. I mean, true blue color in nature doesn't happen.
They look good with that Blanco that you just sold.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Oh yeah.
that.
Real good.
Yeah.
Morning glories. What about them, Bill? Do you think it
Oh.
could be a morning glory?
No, morning glories are one continuous petal
like-
all around.
No, Jason. No.
Not a morning glory, but anyway, so pretty. What else to say about it other than, you know, it's amazing. It's just a beautiful little lamp. And I actually unboxed this yesterday. So for those of you who saw my video, I got a lot of comments asking me to bring it, which is why I brought it today. But this is something I even forgot that I picked up, because I got two on that trip. I brought one a couple weeks ago, and then this one. I just love them. And I said in the video, and it's so true, if I were going to start another collection, this would be in the top 10 of what those other collection might be, because there are so many other collections I'd like to start as well. But I love this hand painting. I love how delicate it is. I love how garden it is. And I love this detail down on the base. So thank you for your bids. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown.
I was going to say, Bill, these are good to make Frankenlights with. You can mix them because Fenton made so many of them. They're fun to mix. Like, put a hobnail base on this. That chimney is going to fit on if you had one of the colonial blue bases, put it on there. It's going to.
I tell you what. Oh, go ahead, Bill.
No, you go, Misty.
No, I was just going to say, I tell you what, I've been picking up singles because I'm making a collection of misfit fairy lamps, and it's really kind of fun to do. And you can those little Fenton ones will fit on little plates, and so it's kind of fun to see, well, what can I fit this on to make my own little fairy lamp.
Yeah, I've got a box too, and I think these chimneys would look really good with those iridescent glass bases. Like a blue iridescent glass base would look so nice. In fact, I think I have one in the basement. But anyway, I promised a countdown. Let me go ahead and start it. But it's so pretty. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I'll look on, but I don't think I do have a. But Bill, do you have a hobnail base?
I think I do.
Well, Dawn, email Bill because Bill might have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if anyone's looking for fairy lamp parts, I think all of us are probably good people to.
Yeah, message us.
Ask.
I see them. I see pieces all the time, but I don't.
I pick them up if I can get them cheap enough.
Me too.
Okay, Dawn. Thanks so much. I see your 50 right before the bid end, so this is coming to you. Staying in New Jersey.
And plus, if you guys email us when we're out and about, like Amy said, she sees parts, then she'll pick it up for you, knowing that she has someone for it to go to. So email us if you're looking for anything like that. All right, Misty.
Well, I have an Ellie Smith swung vase that is 9 inches. I got a 9-incher here, guys. A 9-incher. Now, before I give you the starting price, I just want to let you know that there are a couple little imperfections, and they're not chips. It's just like little when it was coming out of the mold. There was that one. They almost look like little
water drops,
but it's in the glass. It's like a little pimple. It's like a little
bubble, almost like an air pocket. Got it.
Yeah. So this one I am going to start at $50, Jason.
You got it.
And there is the mouth on it. Not a big, yip. A little bit, just a little bit. There is a little bit of fading in it. It's not real thick glass there, but there is a little bit of fading, like maybe because people did put water in these and put flowers in them, believe it or not. But 9 inches tall. The only issue with it is those couple little pimples in the glass. And there is the base. And this one's nice. I'm actually selling its cousin tomorrow. The cousin I think is 7 inches, but looks just like it, only this one is 9 inches. The other one that I'm selling tomorrow is 7 inches. But again, these do look good with the Viking. I tend to I have to cut myself off. I like the Viking ones because if I want to keep them all. So you kind of have to be like, no, I'm only going to keep the Viking ones. I'm going to sell all of the other ones. I can't even get this all the way in here.
Yeah, Leslie was saying it does. It looks a little taller than that. And I love the pedestal bottoms.
Yeah. What? Wait a minute. Let
It
me
definitely
measure it again, because I could be wrong. Because it does look a little taller than 9
It's
inches.
taller than 9 inches.
It is. You guys, you know. It's actually 19 inches. I left out
Oh,
the
dang.
Okay, I knew it. She's
one.
got
I
a
left out
19
the
incher.
one. Guys, it's 19 inches. I got a 19 incher. Right
With
here.
a pedestal, nonetheless. With a pedestal.
And a
With the
bulbous
pedestal.
base.
So good. So good.
Good grief. You know me in numbers.
Well, and that's a common thing with Ellie Smith. Just like I was talking about the Fairy Lake. They were notorious for having those little air bubbles in there.
Yeah, and it's just when it was coming out of the mold,
Mm-hmm.
it just happens every once in a while. And like if this was Fenton would have been like trash. And Ellie Smith was like, "That's all right.
You are correct.
Okay. It's good enough." But I don't know. I just really like this one. And like I said, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, I'm selling. That one is 9 inches or 7 inches. It's much shorter than this one. It's not 19 inches. Okay. It's a good effort. Right, Lindy, right. All right. So JDA is in at 74 for the 19-inch green Ellie Smith swung vase. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let me say real quick here. Thursday, 7 p.m. on Virtual Antique Marketplace, I'm giving away a Viking swung vase. Thursday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Over on Virtual Antique Marketplace, I'm going to have an evening sale over there. All right, JDA is in at 74. I'm going to start counting it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
You know, I could see Mercury Sprigs coming out of that at Christmas time. I just see it.
Yeah.
Those single aluminum Christmas tree branches.
Oh, yeah.
Really good too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so ready to decorate. I mean, I know Halloween's not even here yet, and I love Halloween, but I'm excited because I'm actually not putting out my aluminum tree this year. Well, I'm not putting out my big one. I haven't had my green Christmas tree up in like 3 years. I'm so excited to get all my little Hallmark ornaments on it. It's been a long time. I love Hallmark ornaments. Okay. So JDA, I think that you got it, JDA. You got it for $84. Thank you so very much.
All right, Miss Amy.
And then before I go, your mother wanted me to mention my stickers. So
yes, okay. Please do.
All right. So if anybody wants a waterproof vinyl sticker from me, these are the ones I have. $3 each. If you purchase anything tonight, just let me know if you want to add on a sticker and which one that you want. And it's a good segue because the next item I'm going to include my Halloweeny one with it. Okay?
Bill was asking me, Amy, when are you sending him that bear planter? He wants to know when you're
the cat planter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the cat planter.
We haven't worked that out yet. All right, so I'm super excited about my next item. $80, Jason. I have never in the 10 I ever seen one of these that I could pick up to bring to a sale. And I found one on Friday, and I cannot believe I have this right now. It's so cool. So this is a vintage paper mache pumpkin bucket. Now, this is not a reproduction. It is legit. There's the bottom for you. And I want to tell you right now, it is missing the handle. Okay, so it's got the holes on the side. Okay, where the little metal handle would have been. And it does have wax candle.
I love that it has wax
in the bottom of it. So it was actually used as the lantern as it was intended. Okay, so this is a 4.5-inch paper mache pumpkin bucket. And I love the happy face expression ones. Now, it would have originally had a little paper insert behind that would have had little printed eyes and a mouth that would cover up the holes. So the light would show through and show the features of the pumpkin. Most of the time, those are missing. But he's in pretty good shape. There's not really major denting or anything like that. And I'm going to include a little battery powered light in there so you can light him up. Isn't that fun? So I was usually I see these and they're in locked cases at antique malls, and this particular size I never see for like under $150.
Oh
ever,
no.
anywhere. So I was pretty excited. This is like a bucket list check to find one of these. So you're going to get the little light with him as well. So again, he does measure 4.5 inches tall by about 4.25 at the widest point. All right. So again, he doesn't really have any like major denting, major tears, anything like that. Very good shape. There's the bottom there. And it does have that wax residue from an actual candle being burned in there back in the day. So these do date to the late 1940s up into the early 1950s. And then they started changing the style of them a little
Isn't
bit.
it crazy to think that here's a paper mache pumpkin with a paper insert. You can put a candle in it and light
Makes
it on
perfect
fire.
Yeah, let's put fire and paper together. It's a great idea.
All right.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I do gather if you folks do want to put eyes in a mouth in, there's somewhere out there where you can Google and actually.
I'm pretty sure that there is, I can't remember the name of the shop, but I feel like there's somebody on Etsy that I've seen on Instagram recently that is making like rice paper inserts to go into the pumpkins that look pretty closely to the original ones if you want to do that. All right. So right now I see Vanessa is in at 80. Thank you so much. No, Leslie, there's not really any known maker for the paper mache pumpkin buckets. Some of the reproductions that were made like in the 90s will have like an artist stamp or a signature, something like that on the bottom, but not really the original ones. Not that I know of.
And I do know most of these are U.S. The paper mache are usually
US. They're not German. Usually they're not German.
I found one in someone's trash. That's the one that I kept. Yeah,
well, that's
throwing it away. And I'm like, throw this away.
Shame on them. Shame on them.
Like, well,
all right. So I have spent quite a bit of time on him. I'm going to count him down. Vanessa, I do encourage you to use it just in case somebody sneaks in there. All right. We're going to count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I love them without the eyes in the mouth, and when they're
I like them without the eyes in the mouth.
Yeah.
Nan, you missed fire.
Yes, Nan, we answered.
I have fake fire, Nan. It's not
face
real
fire.
Though. It's not real though. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Vanessa, I'm so excited that this is coming to live with all of your awesome Halloweenies. Thank you so much.
And gang, please make sure you're following everybody here on the screen. If you're not by chance, all the links to their channels are down below. Please follow us all over on Instagram and make sure you guys are all registered buyers over on Vamp. Okay, if someone could put the link in to Vamp, I'm telling you, you can get all your Christmas shopping done early over there on Vamp with just a couple clicks. And
you're guaranteed to get it in 3 days. Well, no, I'm sorry. It will ship to you in 3 days after purchasing it.
Yes. So gang, make sure
policing that.
And you're supporting a ton of small businesses when you do so. You're supporting a ton of small businesses when you do so.
And Nan is a seller on Vintage Virtual Antique Marketplace.
Yes, she is. Congratulations, Nan. Oh, I wonder if Nan will sell lucite candles. Has she posted any lucite?
No, I don't think
she's not going to ever give up any of those.
No. All right, guys, $65, and I have a little Miss Priss to offer up. She's in very good condition. You know, a lot of these, normally the chops, the sides get little nips or things. Nothing on here. The only weirdness is I think it was drank out of it one time. And up here, it's even hard to see. There's just a light discoloration on the inside. You can feel that the glaze isn't as heavy here at the top as it is deeper down. So if the light catches it, I think somebody actually drank something out of it at one time. And I couldn't get that clean down in there. But that's all on the inside. And that I don't really think distracts from the fact that I think these mugs are a little harder to find. I've never found, one of these little mugs before, and she is in super good condition. Her colors are good. Like I said, the chops over here on the side, there's no nips, there's no issues, even all the way on the back here. And she also has her original left-in sticker. So it kind of checks all the boxes. If you guys are a serious Miss Priss collector and you really want to, up your collection, this one is going to definitely look good in your collection. So $65. I think, if you guys love your cats, especially if you're going to start with Miss Priss, I think $65 on a mug like this this is a good piece to just add and start with a harder to
This is
find
one of
piece.
the harder to find pieces from the Miss Priss collection.
I was gonna
Right.
say, didn't they they also made mugs that didn't have that pedestal?
Yes, I believe you're right. Yep. And then she also mimics the picture like Bill had, but she'd be cocked a little bit. She'd have a little
Yeah,
tilt
the
to
Bill
her, I
picture's
think,
a little
so.
bit taller than that one.
But again, this one is probably one of the best examples of Miss Priss that I have seen in a very long time. Like I say, there's no major heavy crazing. She's very glossy. All of her paint is in very good condition. There's no repairs. You know, a lot of times they get the little nips, the little chips. There's none on here at all. There was just a slight, and you got to really get the light on it. There's a slight little discoloration down in here. Like, I almost believe that like a youngster drank milk out of it. You know how when milk stains
Probably.
something and it turns like a light little brown maybe after years? I think a little youngster maybe drank milk out of it. So 4 inches tall. I don't know why we do that. 4 inches tall. And then it's 4.5 inches across. So let me get the glare off so you guys can see the gorgeous blue that she is. Again, it is the mug. First time I've ever had one of the mugs ever. I have to tell you, Bill, you were talking about other collections to start. I think this is going to be one that I regret not collecting because, you know, we touch it, we sell it, and then it's gone. And they're really, really great. This and the other one, the Winking Kitty, both I think I'm going to regret selling off the pieces, but it would be one I would start. So 67 is the bid. We're looking for 68 on more. On the Little Miss Priss Lefton mug, again, like I said, has its Lefton sticker, does check all those boxes, and there's no real issue that I can say, but if we're nitpicking, there is a slight little staining on the inside, and you really have to look hard to see it. So 68 or more, we are doing just in case. Let's count her down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Alicia. It's those eyes. Amy, you know what you should do? Since you use the Winking Kitty, you should put a poll up on your YouTube and ask people, do they like Miss Priss or Winking Kitty better? I wonder who and what would win.
That's a hard question.
That-
Jason.
I
I
would
don't
like
even
to-
know how to answer that one.
I would like to know what the people think, though, asking them in a poll who.
I mean, I have
win.
both of them behind me.
Right. I wonder who would win. Okay, guys, thank you for the bids. Mushroom Lover had a 70. Wanda, meow, meow, got in there with just in case of 86. So, Wanda, it's coming to you for $71. Thank you all so very
Hello,
much.
Wanda.
$13 for choice. And I also
You got
have some. This is my only Halloween tonight. It's why it's starting at 13. And I have some candy pals too, but they aren't as spectacular as what Amy brought. I have what is affectionately known as Little Jack. Little Jack is one of the most famous blow mold, our General Foam blow mold candy containers from the early 1970s because he has one of the most expressive faces there are. Now, each one of the ones I have a little bit different sort of paintwear on them, but one of the great things about Little Jack you can see is that he has eyebrows. And he's called Little
These
Jack
are my
for-
favorite.
Yeah, my favorite too. I actually had a big stack of them, and I don't need 8 of them, so I'm gonna let go.
Oh, you do though, but I need 8 of them. I love them.
Yeah, they're great. They're
I
great.
love their expressions.
And they're the smallest ones that I know about that are actually vintage. They're 5 inches tall and 6 inches around from side to side, and they are super cute when you stack them. They do stack nicely. And all Little Jacks have the same sort of face. Again, they all have a little bit more face, and you can actually tuck the. Can you see that? You can tuck the handles behind them to make a cute little stack. Put a little light in each one of them, and it looks really, really, really
So cute.
But again, if you only want one, that's fine too.
You
These
need
are
more
all.
than one.
They're all in good condition, except just like we know in there, it does wear away over time. So you can see that each one has a little bit different wear pattern. And they all are really good. The orange is really good. This is probably the one that's faded the most, but it's not really even faded that much. And again, if you go to my favorite website, am I going to plug it again tonight? I think I am, blowmolded.com. You can actually learn everything you want to know about these. So fun with the teeth. Yeah, Little Jack always has the same expression. And it's probably the one over the years that I've wanted to collect the most. I just love its little size.
I get excited when I find these little jacks. They're just, I don't know. I mean, they're so distinguishable when you the ones that are a little bit bigger, you're like flipping them over to see if they say Empire. But these,
Right,
you just
right.
see them across the room and you know exactly what they are.
And you know that they're old. You know that they weren't when
Yeah.
it was sold in CVS last week. The other
Right.
great thing about Little Jack is if you do have various larger sizes, you can actually make a pyramid with this one at the top, which I think is really cool. And I've done that sometimes too. All right, so there are 3 to choose from. So it will be choice. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown on Little Jack here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I know folks that touch up the black paint on their blow molds, and it looks pretty good too.
I like the wear. I know
I
people
do
do that
too.
too, but I like the wear.
It kind of breaks my heart a little bit when I see people painting over them,
Right.
because I like that's because that's the life that they've lived, and I like that.
Agreed.
Okay, so there is the bid end. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Vanessa, you have the high bid at 21. This one will be number 1. This one is number 2, and this one is number 3. 1, 2, or 3, and then we saw Holly is in at 20 afterwards. So Vanessa wants number 3. So
right.
Holly, 1 and 2 is still available if you would like one of those.
I like 1. His face is just so it's just goofy.
Holly's
So
going to take number 2.
That one's my favorite. That one right there.
So Linda, number 1 is left if you would like number 1, and if you need to pass, that's absolutely fine.
Don't pass. You should get it.
Then I
Little
think,
jacks are great.
I think backup is Sarah of Renovative Home, and I think that would be everybody then, Bill. So Linda and then Sarah.
All right, if there are only 2 people, I will watch the comments. So Linda first, and then Linda's going to take number 1.
Yay.
Thank you all. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Misty.
Okay, my next item is kind of a mystery. I consulted with the professional ceramics queen of ENAMOR AMIE that knows
She is
her
a mystery.
ceramics.
I will say that.
She was like, I don't know. She was like, I looked in my books and I can't find her. So I don't know who made her and I don't know where she came from, but she's interesting. I'm gonna start her at $20.
All right.
She's fantastic. So she looks a little bit like Little Miss Dainty, but she's not blue. She's green. See her green? Now she has a couple boobers on her little bonnet. She's got a boober right there. Make sure I'm pointing them all out. She's got a boober right there and one right there. So right here.
I couldn't find one that looked like her, like anywhere on the interwebs, anywhere.
She's a mystery. Now she is old. She does have crazing on her, and she does have like cold paint on her little mouth here, and some of it is missing. There is the back, so you can hang her up on the wall. You can put your florals and stuff that you want in her, but I don't know. She reminds me of Little Debbie. This is Little Debbie.
It does.
Little Deborah.
Or Will Ferrell dressed up as Little Debbie.
Yeah, he was Little Deborah, wasn't he?
Little Deborah. Yeah.
I'm Little Deborah. He was on like Jimmy Kimmel or one of those late night talk shows. So I don't know. I've never seen her, and I was intrigued by her, so I wanted to get her. She definitely would look great if you have a Little Miss Dainty set because she's different. So I think that she would look good with that set, but she does have some boobers on her. She's got some boobers on her, so she's not perfect, but I've never seen her before in this colorway. All right, Steel is in at 20. Yeah, I would, Bill, cover your ears. Cover your ears. I would put airplanes in her too that are faux airplanes because they will die if I don't. Because
it's too bad you don't have some real hydrangea to put in the top of her.
Right, I know. Bill, I will say, Bill sent me a Christmas gift. That airplane is still alive, Bill.
it out.
Still a lot.
Jason,
Rub it in,
I don't want to talk about it, Bill. I don't want to talk about it, Bill.
Still
I don't want to talk
alive.
about it.
All right. And also, I have seen people put their. I keep bringing up lucite candles, but you can put your lucite candles in her head too, just and display her like that. All right, Karen, I see you're in at 22. Please note that she does have some boobers around her hat, and then she's got one down here by her little. It's on the inside.
Misty,
You can't really tell it.
She'd be so good for St. Patrick's Day. Doesn't she look like a little Irish lassie? Like
you could put some faux clover in her.
Yes, like that's
Or real clover. Or real clover.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and count her down. Oh, she is also gosh, where are you at, girl? She is 7 inches tall. And I did measure her correctly. She's 7 inches tall. All right, let's count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. I'm little Deborah.
This is an amazing deal for a kitschy wall pocket.
It is.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. Or ivy, right? You could
you
could put ivy in her. I think even I'm looking at sunflowers right there. You could put sunflowers in her. That would be cute for summertime too. All right, there is the bid in. Gail, she is coming to you for $23. Thank you so very much.
All right there, Miss Amy.
Okay, I'm so excited about this next piece too. Okay, $40, Jason.
You got it.
So I have not done this video yet. This came from Elkhorn, the last antique market at Elkhorn. And I kind of squealed when I came across this.
Oh my gosh.
I have only ever seen one other piece of this, and it happened to be in an antique mall in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and it was over $100. But I had never seen this before, but I can't believe I found a piece. So this piece is 108 years old, you guys.
That's amazing.
It was made in 1915. It is Royal Rudolstadt, made in Germany. Okay, we'll show you the marking there on the bottom. And it is Rose O'Neill, QB. Definitely copyrighted, and it is Little Creamer. Now they did do several different services with the Kewpie illustrations. The background that you're seeing with the blue and the green grass, this particular pattern is called Blue Sky Meadow. Okay, and we've got the cute little stacking cubes, so cute. But then get ready, because there's another one on the back side. If you don't like the front, we've got the single little cube here with the little Kewpie flag coming out of the hair on the back side. Now, there was just two things that I wanted to note about it. On the rim here, if it will even focus. All right, you see that? That is not a chip. It is not a chip out of the piece. It is just where the gold either didn't take or the gold has come off, okay? So it's not a chip. It's just where the paint. It is smooth to the touch, so it is sealed over there. All right, but there is one tiny little flea bite on the back side rim. If I can even get it to focus, because it is tiny. Okay, it's right there, like fingernail tip, right there on the back edge.
108 years old.
It's very hard to even see it. All right, but I'm going to show you the bottom again so you can see it. Royal Rudolstadt, made in Germany. And it is copyrighted Rose O'Neill for the illustrations. And again, it does date to 1915 is when this particular series came out, the Blue Sky Meadow. I love it. It's so darn cute. It is a little creamer. Can you imagine having your coffee with that in the morning? Pouring your cream in there?
Yeah.
So cute.
Imagine it.
Yeah, 108 years old. I know, absolutely. Can you imagine that? It's so cute. All right, so we're going to count this down. Right now I see Heather of Antique Agenda is in at 50. Thank you guys so much. I do want to give you a measurement real quickly before I count it down. It does measure 4.5 wide by 4 inches tall to the spout. Okay, we're going to count it down. Don't forget those just in cases if you are actively bidding. We're looking for 51 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Those colors are so vibrant, Amy. So vibrant.
I know. I love the little sky in the grass. It just adds to the cuteness to it.
The only thing that would make it better if Doodle Dog was on it. That's
I know.
the only thing.
I have a piece of this. I have another piece of this, but it's damaged in some places, so I just don't know if I can sell it. So I will just keep it for the time being, but I couldn't leave it behind. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. So Heather, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. This is as close to Halloween as I can get. I have a black cat clock, okay? Starting at just $50. Misty, I remember when you had one of these.
Yes.
Mark repaired it for you.
He did.
Oh, God.
Now,
So good.
mine works. The only issue is the eyes do not blink, okay? So this one does have its tail, and it does work.
So good.
Okay? So, when it comes to, rating these, usually you don't find them with the tail. This one has a tail. It works, and it does keep good time. The motor is as quiet as it can be for 1960s. And the only thing is the eyes do not blink. So you can have them open or closed. The wiring on it is in really good condition. It even has an original sticker on the back showing you. So I'll highlight the bids in a second. Only other issue is there are some light scuffs to the plastic. So please remember, this is all plastic. This is one of the original ones. There are some just light scuffs on it, but there's no gouges, okay? So we're in at right now at 60 with Karen. I'm going to unplug it and take the tail off. So that you guys,
I regret selling the one that I had.
I'll tell you, these are so good. And I want to show you the face up close. So the whiskers are in really good condition. All of the paint is in really good condition. These are notorious for getting light little cracks in the paint, but there's no major fading. Everything is really good. So if you guys love mid-century cats, if you guys love black cats, this is a super good clock. And the hard part is to have the tail. And there's just two little clips in there that just hooks on. It just hooks on, and it doesn't really weight it like, weights on a clock. It just hangs on there, and it does move. So there is one or two of the little screws missing, but there is one screw that remains. And
we all got some screws.
Yeah, right. And I kind of looked on the inside. I don't know. It looks like there's a little area down here where the motor is, and you could hook something to the eye. So I'm sure there's a how-to YouTube video on how to fix these in the dogs. And the fact that the motor runs, you have the tail, to get the eyes working isn't really that hard. It shouldn't be that difficult. And honestly, I would let the eyes open. It kind of creeps me because it is like a slow blink. Just a slow blink. Let me there you go. It's just a slow blink. So I'd rather have the cat look me in the eyes than, not look at me. So the cord, plug, really good condition. You're not going to have to rewire this.
It has the tail. And it
has the tail. So the tail is right here. I just took it off because for me to try to keep showing you, and I did show you that it does wag. So the tail does work. The tail is here. The cat itself is 12 inches. It's 12 inches tall. With the tail, then it makes it 19 inches. So I see everybody's bids. Right now we're in with Karen at 72. Thank you guys so much. Again, there are some light scuffs on it. You can see, but it is plastic. 1960s, they are reproducing these. This one is the original. The eyes do not blink, but the whiskers are intact and the paint is really good. It does keep good time. I've had it plugged in for a while, and it was almost spot on. These clocks are tried and true. There could be like a huge bomb go off, and these clocks are still going to work as long as they get powered. You know what I mean? Unlike some of these new ones. So with all that said, we're looking for 73 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders, and I will show you the back here with some of the name on it and things. Wait, there we go. You can sort of see it right there. And there's a little original tag on the back, and I was trying to see what that said earlier. It's something corporation. I think it's the date that it was put together, and there's a 74, which would make sense because they made these from the 60s to the 70s. So it could mean that this one was manufactured in 74. All right, gang, we're counting it down. 74 or more, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Boy, he's got an attitude. He's judging us all. You can feel.
Meow.
Why are you so judgy, honestly? So I see all of your bids. Thank you so much. On the long-necked black cat. I love this. Had this for a while. And I thought at Halloween, what better than to bring the black cat clock? So thank you guys for the bids. I see Soda Pop in with a just in case of 80. Just waiting for that bid end. But Karen with the fast internet, whoo, she got in there. Karen, it's coming to you for $81. Thank you so very much. All right, though. And Linda, your 90 did come in after the bid end. So I just wanted you guys to know I did see all your bids. Sorry that I didn't highlight everybody. All right.
$42, Jason.
You got it,
and Bill. I have another gorgeous piece of glass. I'm a little obsessed with this piece ever since I found it. Here's what I can tell you that I know about it. Number one, it came from the home of a pottery collector. I went to go look through a collection of pottery, and I saw this gorgeous piece of glass, and I just wanted to get it because it is amazing. There are no damage issues. There are no chips or cracks. It is a hand-blown piece. There is a large, smooth pontil mark on the bottom. It is also hand-painted in gold, and the gold is actually raised. So all of the veining on the leaves and the flowers is raised. There are 3 clear glass applied feet on it with a scallop pattern. They're applied on top of the hand-blown body. And there are 16 hand-crafted glass flowers that rim the edge of it. So there's a large design on the front and a smaller hand-painted design on the back. And that's what it would look like from the bottom. In terms of size, it is 5.25 inches tall and 5.5 inches across. That's what I know about it because I wasn't able to find anything else about it. In terms of the era, I don't know. It came from a home where most of the antiques that this home had were between 1900 and 1935. So I got a bunch of pottery from 1930 to 1935 from this home. But again, I can't say that I know the actual era of this. There are no maker's marks on the bottom, but it is gorgeous. It's just a gorgeous piece. It's nice and clean. As I said, there is no damage. Every single one of these flowers, I have looked at it with a magnifying glass. Every single one of these flowers is intact. Let me see if I can get a little contrast behind it. I don't know if it'll focus a little bit better.
It's amazing, that paint, how crisp it is, Bill. It looks brand new. Looks
really great. Isn't it great? Well, let me just tell you, the reason I got stuff from this house is everything was behind glass. Gotcha. This was a collector that took care of everything. But yeah, even the detail within the flowers, so pretty. So I knew I needed to get it and find a home for it. I had a fear that a lot of the objects in this home were just going to go to a bin somewhere. So this is just one of the ones that I picked up. All the pottery that I bought at that location is going to be the subject of a video because I bet it's a pottery company that most of you haven't heard about. So it's going to be a little surprise video. So I see we do have a bit in it. Let me just show you how gorgeous it can be in your home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown for anyone else who's interested. Again, 5.5 inches tall and 5.25 inches across. And there are no cracks or chips on the feet either. Just pretty amazing. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
So good.
Yeah, I love the colors here too. It's like this kind of creamy white color with the gold on it. It's just so pretty. So pretty. So there is the bid end. So it looks like, Sandy, congratulations. This is coming to you for $51. Thank you everyone for your bids.
Great score, Sandy.
That's beautiful.
Really nice.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and I have some Peter Max.
Oh, all right.
I've had this for a while, and I love this, and I measured it, and it's 92 inches by 66, which I think is a flat or is a twin size. This is just a flat sheet. All right. But to me, I mean, if it was a fitted sheet, Who wants that? But I mean, a flat sheet, you can actually use it as a backdrop, use it as a tablecloth, use it as a wall hanging if you want to. This is vintage Peter Max. I'm going to show it to you. It is in really good condition. There's no tears on it. There are, like, I haven't treated it at all. So there are like a few small, like, little places like that on it. But let me show
Misty, what are you starting that at?
I am starting this at 30.
You got it. You got it. Perfect.
So let me show you. So the bottom of it, make sure I'm going to show you to the right way. The bottom of it is just kind of plain white. And then we have this great psychedelic. So there's the Peter Max. So we've got this kind of orb. And then we've got really groovy ladies. You see, this is her face here. Her nose and everything. And all of this great groovy 1960s psychedelic groovy, man. So yeah, this is now that I'm holding up, I thought it was a little bit bigger, but now that I'm holding it up, it is a twin size. I have my flashlight. Let me see. I don't know that I want to. Do I want to put black light on?
do it off screen first, Misty.
Okay.
Misty, do you think somebody could take this and turn it into curtains? Maybe, you know, like
probably.
repurpose it. Okay.
Probably. I mean, it is. Like I said, it's the flat sheet, so it's definitely more versatile. The one end of it is all white, so you could probably hang it up and make a wall hanging or something with it on this one end. Okay,
shower curtain, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which way? Yeah, it's this way. You gotta get it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. I don't know which way it goes.
You could even use it as you could use it as like a quilt topper. Do you know what I mean? And
so you can put it on top of a bed.
Yeah.
And there's no holes in it. There's just, like I said, just a couple. I can't guarantee that I didn't see every single little like stain on it. It does not glow under black light.
Okay.
The part I did test it out off camera.
How cool would it be to make your own headboard and then upholster this on like a padded headboard? Because that top of it is so awesome.
I mean, if you are a sewer, if you know Sewing Susan and you can get a hold of her, she'd probably really do something really great with it.
Yeah, bragger.
She's a bragger. But I don't know. I love the design of it. And I mean, these just sold on eBay for a pretty penny. So I don't know. I'm going to hold on to it if I don't sell it tonight. Oh, see here, we've got a little bit of red right there.
Okay.
But that almost looks like it's bleed over from this.
Yeah, it does. It looks like the same red that's further down in it.
So I don't know.
I never knew that they made sheets. I mean,
yeah.
With
it says no iron muslin. I didn't know that it had the tag on it. Oh, here. Let me tell you the correct size because Misty measured this. But it says what it is right here. 66 by 104. I wasn't completely off. 66 by 100. It is made in the USA. Size before hemming is 66 by 104. 50% cotton, 50% polyester. So, all right. Snowy Owl Goods is in at 30. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 15. Oh, gosh, I hate selling linens.
No, it's hard work. It's like you're fighting with them.
Oh, wait. Nope, that's the wrong way. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
You could make yourself into a really groovy ghost, too.
Oh, I got to do that.
So good.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool.
It is.
I love that. That's like an instant Halloween costume right there. Just don't cut any eye holes out of it. No. You just have to be a blind ghost. All right. So there is the bid in. So I see Snowy Owl Goods. It's coming to you for $35. Thank you so very much.
Good score. That was neat, Misty.
I liked it.
Awesome. All right. 24, Jason.
All right.
All right. Meow meow. This was the last thing that I bought at the Springfield Extravaganza when we were there in September. Is a little Steiff kitten. You guys, if you have watched me for any amount of time, you know I love Steiff. Love to film Steiff. Love to see them, but I don't get to buy them very often. And this is just a cute striped little brown tabby cat. Now I will tell you a couple things about it. Okay, so at the bow, so this original blue ribbon here is original to the kitty, and there's a little rust stain here because originally there would have been a little jingle bell attached to the ribbon. And there's also little string remnants here at the neck. That is where the original paper tag would have been attached. And there's also a tiny little hole in the ear here where the original little ear tag would have been. That is all the telltale signs of a true Steiff. And it is mohair. Very, very nice condition on the little kitty. So there is wire armature inside all of the legs just to help it stand up. They're not really flexible, so you can't really like change the pose or anything like that, but it's just made to help him stand. Really, really good shape. So we've got cute little green eyes. We've got a little embroidered pink nose and mouth. All the original little whiskers and the little eye whiskers are all there and present. Just a little fading to the bow, but that is the original bow. They did make this cat in 3 different sizes. And also you can find them with red bows as well. So this is the smaller size. So measurement for this is 6 inches long this way to the tail and 4.5 inches to the top of the ears.
It
so
does look like
cute.
Daniel Tiger.
It does look like Daniel Tiger. So there we go. You can see how the kitten stands. Super cute. I love this Steiff. They're
small
some of my favorite things.
These are so cute. And even with the upcoming season, if you guys have like those holes in your tree, in your Christmas tree, these look so cute. I saw somebody tuck them into their Christmas tree, you know.
Yeah, if you don't have a real naughty cat that will actually climb into your Christmas tree like I do.
Oh, does Queso climb up your tree?
Oh, yeah. Back when Milo was a kitten, I used to actually have to strap it to the wall because he would shimmy up the middle. And then knock it over. He doesn't do that anymore, thankfully, when he's over 25 pounds. So I'm glad he doesn't do that anymore. But yes, I have
Mr. Fluffer Pants he gets the ornaments on the bottom of the tree. He'll bat at those.
Oh, the cats. And then really nice shape. There's no holes or any popping of the seams or anything. This is probably one of the nicest shaped Steiffs I've probably ever come across. To actually bring to a sale. So measurement for him, again, he is about 6 inches long and 4.5 to the ears. All right, so I see Jill's in at 24. Thank you so much. We're going to count Kitty down, looking for 25. Meow, meow. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
So cute. He's so cute, Amy. You find the best Steiff, I tell you.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to the Toledo Doll and Bear show here in a couple weeks, and they always bring amazing Steiff to that show. So I can't wait to see what they have this time. All right. Hi, Jean. Hi, Jean. All right. So right before the bid end, Jean snuck in there, who is Ragdoll Sales, for 40 right before Karen's bid end. So congratulations, Jean. Thank you so much.
Hey, gang, thank you all for hanging out with us. If by chance you're not subscribed to anyone on the screen, please make sure you subscribe to Bill, Garden Guy Bill, Amy at ENAMOR AMIE, of course, Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, and I don't know where you've been if you're not subscribed to her. Please subscribe to me as well. All those links are right down below. All right, gang. I'm bringing my highest priced item of the evening. So it is starting at $80. It is starting a little lower because there's a slight condition issue. I'll show you the quote condition issue, and then I'll explain to you what it is. If you look really, really close here on the inside, you can see a slight little hard water line, okay? Believe it or not, like Misty said, people actually use these. But even though you have to look hard to see that, it is the opalescent, which it does blend in. So I don't think it distracts from it. And it is right down there at the base, and you have to look really hard, and it is on the inside, okay? It's not on the outside. Maybe a little denture tablet could clear that up. With that aside, this is in beautiful condition. These are harder to find. This is an L.E. Smith pink ribbed opalescent swung vase. It measures 14.5 inches tall, okay? It has a very, very unique mouth to it. I'll show it here from the side. I love the way they make these. We actually have a green one. It has this like speckling. That's the way they sort of did it. It has like a textured bottom to them. That's not a defect. That's the way these ribbed ones were. Our green one is the same exact way. There are no chips. There are no cracks. There's just that slight little hard water line that you can see right down there. But no joke. No, I'm not kidding you. When it sits, you do not see it. And again, this is a super hard color to find. I could see this in your Christmas display. How great would that be? Like Amy said, put in an aluminum piece. There's no chips to the top. It is a nice long vase. It's 14.5 inches tall. And again, they did not make a lot of the pink. Not, to my knowledge, the L.E. Smith started making a lot of the pink in the vases, in the Moon and Star, and some of their other pieces, more so in the 1980s. It was a late 80s. It was like their last attempt to stay kind of relevant. No, you're right, Deanna. I've heard that bong cleaner will clean out some of that hard water. I've heard denture tablets. And I also know people that will, if they can get it down in there, they'll scrub it with an SOS pad. And it does lift it up sometimes, depending on what it is. But full transparency, there is just that slight hard water line. But because it is in the opalescent, it blends in and you do not see it. So let me show you the mouth again on it. I love how heavy it is in the white opalescent on it. I didn't measure the mouth. Let me measure the mouth for you so you know how big it is. I love how it meets the way it does. It's about 3 inches. So the mouth on this is 3 inches. And the whole vase is 14.5 inches. It is a nice size, going to look great in a non-traditional Christmas. If you guys love, to use your pinks in the spring or leave it out all year round. And again, we know how hard it is to find things in pink. And this is a stunning vase. And if you ever find the L.E. Smith in the non-opalescent in the pink, it's a whole nother ball field. Bill, have you ever had one of these in pink before?
No.
I haven't either.
And Tina found it, and let me tell you, it was nasty and dirty. The person must have had it in the kitchen because it was covered in speckled and grease, and I scrubbed it. And then, of course, once we got all the grease off, we could tell that they had used it. And I think they probably left water just sit in it for an extended period of time. So Nikki is in at 80. We're looking for 81 or more. And again, I think Christmas when I see this color pink with the opalescent. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We do have some more rounds to get to. If anybody's interested, please put in a bid. We are doing just in case for active bidders. We are at 80 right now. I see Donnie Girl at 81. Thank you. We're looking for 82. This is a harder to find color, and it is an L.E. Smith pink ribbed opalescent swung vase, 14.5 inches tall. And the mouth is 3 inches on it. So we'll count it down just in case for active bidders from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. In the right light, when it's a little dim in your room, it almost looks like a lavender. It almost looks like it could go with those lavender. But it is a pink opalescent, gorgeous, gorgeous vase. And this, like Bill, you were saying, collections to keep.
Yeah.
The pink.
It almost looks like Fostoria in a way, too.
It does. It looks like the heirloom. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Misty. All right, guys. Thank you. Donnie had it just in case of 81, but Nikki had it just in case of 92. So $82. It's going to you, Nikki. All right, Mr. Bill.
$8 for choice, Jason. And I brought some pixies tonight. I brought some pixies because I already have some of these. So I thought I would share them.
Oh, I love these.
Yeah, they are these sweet little guys. I have 3 of them, but in 2 different poses. So this one is the first one. And I don't know if people know about these, but these were originally made in the 1950s in bone china. And then they were reproduced in the 60s and 70s in a really hard plastic. And these are the really hard plastic ones. And does anybody know why they reproduced them? Do you know what they were used for?
Cake toppers?
They were cake toppers, yeah. So these were the plastic ones were used as cake toppers, and that's what I have today. So the first one is this little guy waving.
He's just waving hi to everybody.
Yes, he's really fun. So I have one of him, and I'm not sure because the bone china ones I have, this one only has one flower, but it looks like there may have been another flower on here at one point. So I'm not sure, but my china ones don't have the other flower. I also have two of this pose. This little guy up on the leaves, hugging his knees, just so cute. Look at those adorable faces. And these are those super hard plastic pieces that were made in the 60s. They're really, really hard plastic. It could fool someone. You might think they're ceramic initially when you pick them up, but these are not the bone china ones because I compared them with the ones that I actually have. So I do have two of this pose, and they are just 2.25 inches tall. This is what the bottoms look like. They are marked Hong Kong. And the bottoms give you an indication, too, that they were meant to be cake toppers.
They'd be cute in your plant, Bill. Like peeking out of your a little plant.
The ones I have are in a little rock garden, kind of.
I can see them with the little, like if you had little glass mushrooms, could you imagine doing your own little mystical village?
Really sweet, really sweet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. If anyone else is interested, here are the three choices. So let me get them as close as I can.
Oh, look at how prepared you are.
Yeah.
Look at that board, Bill.
I try. You guys haven't seen this before? I've used this before. Oh, I use this on Thursday a lot because I have a lot of choices on Thursday. Anyway, these don't look the same, but they are the same. Let me just get them in the
bragger.
same.
Just a bragger.
Jason, I'll make you a board. Don't worry.
Just a bragger.
All right, 15.
Call him Board Bill.
13.
Instead of showing Susan.
12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bid end. Yes, Patty Rose actually gave me these Scrabble letters because she knew I was having trouble with the quick claim rounds.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
It is.
I made this actually, Misty. I made this for Whatnot. This is where I use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good idea. I've got so many Scrabble letters, but
okay, Karen, you have high bid at 12. Just let me know if you would like A, B, C, or a combination. And then Virginia is back up at 11, and Deb's at 10, and Caroline at 9. And I'm not going to do what I did last time and move along because it got really confusing. Thank you, Karen. They are all yours.
All right. All righty, Misty.
okay, so I have another kind of mystery item. I found these when we were in Springfield, and I was on the day that I was not feeling well, so this made me happy. So these are what I think and what Amy think are Relco, but they are little salt and pepper shakers. But they're very reminiscent of like Holt Howard and that whole line there. But they roll, so they're little metal wheels roll. And Jason, I am going to start these at 20. These are really hard to find.
They are. Yes.
So they roll, both of them do. So we've got the little man in his car. Here he is. And on the front of the car, it says rolling racing car, salt and pepper, authentic Mercedes-Benz. It's authentic. Now, I don't know what's underneath this sticker. I don't want to take it off. But they both have the sticker on them, and it both says the same thing. I don't know if underneath the sticker there's a Mercedes-Benz symbol, but I'm not going to figure that out.
It's a good point, Misty. We have a few sets of these, and they all have their foil sticker on. Nobody ever took them off. So
and there's different cars too. I think there was at least 3 different car shapes.
I think there was 2. There was oh gosh, I looked them up and I can't remember the names of the cars now, but they say Parksmith Corporation, patent pending, and then a quality Japan product. So, and the inside have it's almost like a little pink velvet on the inside there where the head is. So there is the man in his car. And here is the woman in her car. She got little bows in her hair.
And a lot of these didn't last because kids played with them. Do you know what I mean? Could you imagine this on the table? You know the little youngster's going to play with it and break it. Yep.
This one also has that same marking on the bottom. They do have their original stoppers as well, but I don't know that they've ever been used. And the stoppers are those rubber stoppers. So if you're going to mess with taking these stoppers out, most of the times they'll end up just kind of falling apart on you. But yeah, I was really excited to find these because I had never seen them before.
These are so good.
Yeah. And they're in really, really good condition too. They really, really are. And like Jason's correct. I mean, kids would play with these and these are still intact. See, I have the Relco ones of the and they're kind of like these similar man and woman on the bicycle, on like the double bicycle. So that's what I immediately thought of. So they're pretty cool. Definitely an unusual set of salt and pepper shakers. All right. So we've got Debs is in at 21 and we're going to go ahead and start counting them down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. Possibly. They're definitely sports cars.
Yeah.
Here on the back.
These are so fun. And once you start with one of these sets, you're going to want to add more. They're so fun.
Yeah, they were fun. In my reel, I kind of like made one zoom. I was trying to be creative and made one zoom ahead. All right, Terry Valente, they are coming to you for $22. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, good score, Terry. You're going to want more. You're going to want more. All right, Amy.
18, Jason.
You got it.
Okay, if you guys haven't seen my video that came out on Sunday from the Lansing Doll Show, she is my cover photo. So this is a cameo Cupie. She is a 60s cameo Cupie. And if you have seen my video from the doll show, I brought her to the show because I found her elsewhere and she was naked. So I brought her to the show to find her a new dress to wear. So the Cupie was not purchased at the doll show, but her dress and her bloomers were also purchased from the doll show. So that is the thing with the doll shows, that people just bring random stuff. You can go through it and find things to fit the dollies that you already own if you don't want to purchase one at the show.
You're coordinating with her tonight.
I know. I didn't plan that, but yes, we are kind of matchy-matchy. So her head can move. So you can kind of pose her head to make her a little bit more flirty if you want to. So her head is articulated, but her arms and her legs are not. Nice. She will stand up. She does stand up pretty well. And she does have Cupie marked here on the foot. And she is also marked cameo on the back of the head and on the back of her back as well. The back of the dress has these cute tiny little buttons and then a little bow that you can tie at the back. And yes, I did find her little bloomers. These are definitely older bloomers. I'm not really sure what kind of dolly that they were meant for.
Got her old bloomers on.
But she just needed something to wear under her dress, just in case the wind comes about. She needed something under there. Yeah. So she is 10.5 inches tall to the top of the little curly Q hair on the top there. Really good shape. The paint is really nice and good. She still has rosy cheeks and everything there too. Again, she measures 10.5 inches tall, about 6.5 wide at the arm span. All right, so the arms don't move, just the head does. Okay, so right now I see Jan is in at 26. Thank you so much. We're looking for 27 or more, and I see Nancy just came in with a 27, so we're actually looking for 28. And anybody that is bidding is welcome to put in a just in case during the countdown. I am going to count her down, so we're looking for 28, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
She looks so happy now that she's got a pretty dress, Amy.
She was so happy to get some clothes on, Jason.
All mine are naked. They're all naked on my shelf.
Well, we were walking around the show and I kept asking people, I was like, is it okay if I try clothes on my doll? And they're like, oh, yeah, go on ahead. I've never had to ask that question before. All right. So there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Jan had the high bid at 31, but Kelly in Texas came in there with a just in case of 55. So for 32, Kelly, she's coming your way. Thank you so much.
She's great.
And again, thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our official mod and bid ender. Holly, thank you for being our backup, along with Deanna, Northwest Sunshine. All right, guys, $60. And I have a really unique piece of Hager. So you're going to get both pieces for $60, okay? So I'll start by explaining this. I could not find the flower frog part anywhere, but this came from a Hager collector. It's the same color. I've sold enough Hager. I feel very certain that it is the right frog for it. So the bull is very iconic Royal Hager. It's even stamped on the back. You can see Royal Hager there on the back. It is in the chartreuse color, very mid-century. This has been the console bull or the base to a lot of different Hager flower frogs. It's so iconic that there was actually a pottery company before Hager that they use the same sculpt. So there's all these great daisy flowers on it. A lot of times you'll find it that they used it for the sculpt for like the naked lady, and they did it in pink, and then they would speckle the blue on it, vice versa. So the bull itself is in super good condition, so it is almost like a little pond of sorts, and it is the console bull. You are going to get the matching frog that lays in it in chartreuse. Now, he does have one little nip on his foot. There's one little nip on his foot, but this frog is so stinking hard to find that like I said, it came from a Hager collector. I can't even find it in all of my research, okay? But it is the same color as you can see. It's the same feel. I am almost certain that it's Hager because you can almost see where it was stamped Hager on the bottom.
Yes, it is. It has to be.
Because it would have been that green Hager stamp. So this frog lays in here, and that is what it looks like from the side. I'll show it to you from the front. But he sits in there, and he has 9 holes, okay? I know it's a really unique piece, but if you guys love mid-century, there you go. You can see how I know it's clanking a lot, how he would sit there in the center of the console bowl. And you would want it to be loose because then you could at least catch some water in there. So the frog, let me show you him up close. He's really neat, really kitschy. He has 9 different holes. The frog is so cute. So he has 1 up here on the top, and then he has 8 here in his belly.
Flower frog, right?
Yes, exactly. And you know, when you start Googling flower frog, it gets even harder to find. So, but again, this is a unique piece. It is in chartreuse. It is made by Hager, which is a great mid-century pottery company. The frog itself measures about 5 inches long by about 4 inches tall. So again, and you want him to be free from the piece so that you can sit him in there, fill him up with gorgeous flowers, and then put him in the center of your console bowl. The bowl measures 12 inches across. So these bowls alone, believe it or not, because people need them because they've always been separated from other flower frogs, these are really collectible, and people do purchase them a lot of times on eBay so that when they find the frog, they can find the proper console bowl for it. So we'll just wait another moment for the lag. Again, this will take a certain individual, but it is stamped Royal Hager on the bottom. I think it is really really mid-century. I love those daisy-style flowers. You almost could imagine they're like little lily pads. And then, of course, you have your cute little frog right here in the gorgeous chartreuse green, very very mid-century. And then he sits right here in the center, and you fill him up with your flowers. So
great.
If there's no interest, that's okay. We'll bring him back during the recap. It was $60. You get the console bowl along with the flower frog. And I want to make sure I was correct. He has 9 different holes. So again, they did make some of these flower frogs that were taller. They were the fish. They were the nude lady. But this little guy is just a little bit different, and he sits right in there. But we're going to keep it moving. We'll move it over to Bill, $60 if anybody was interested, and we'll bring it back during the recap. All right, sir.
$18, Jason. And I have one final piece of glass today. I have a beautiful piece of slag glass in the sort of caramel root beer color. And it is this gorgeous swan. This was made by Imperial Glass It does have the IG stamp on the bottom, the imperial glass. And I know a lot of you know this. A lot of times we refer to slag glass as end of day glass, but this has just got a gorgeous coloring in it, and it's super big. Let me just get all the residue from the hydrangeas out. It's a super big area for whatever you want to use it for, including your ice cream sundaes. But I just thought, to me, that's just rang of the season. I feel like this would look appropriate even if you had it out for Thanksgiving, because of the color. The detail on the feathering is so good. And it is super hard to get with slag glass because of the way that it's made. It's super hard to get a lot of texture on it. A lot of the slag glass that we see, especially the ones made by Acro Agate, are flat paneled pieces of glass. They're not always this texture. Yeah.
Slag glass looks really good in front of natural light too.
It's just so, and again, just look at that. The variation of coloring in
it almost
here.
looks like it's wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it actually does. And look at the darkness down here in the neck. How gorgeous is that? So this is the one side, Mary. And then this is the other side. So there are even variations between the side. And then you see all those swirls of the glass down in the bottom.
Yeah,
so
it's beautiful.
The inside is smooth. The outside is textured. And the base is also textured. And if you haven't seen an imperial glass mark before, it's a big eye with a G through the middle. And there are no condition issues. There are no chips or cracks. Yes, so that's one of the reasons we love imperial glass so much, is because it's glass that sometimes looks like marble or other types of stones. And again,
root beer float.
This is like one of those things like the popcorn glitter plaques that were made with materials that would have been discarded, and then they turn them into these sort of beautiful pieces. Look how graceful this neck is. And then the beak and the neck and the head are all smooth, and then the texturing starts down here on the neck. Just give you a close up. Look at that neck. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
like I said, it reminds me of root beer float. If you guys have ever had this, slag in your hands, it does look like, and to me, a root beer float. And
just look at how the glass coloring changes, like right in this area, the gradation of it. Just really neat to look at. Look at it for a long time. All right, thank you all for your bids. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, this is the time to get in on this. Let me tell you the size first, actually, because I didn't tell you. It's big. It is 9 inches long, and it's almost 6 inches. It's 5.75 inches tall. So it actually is a big piece, as you can see. This isn't a tiny little. A lot of slag glass is small. This is this is on the bigger side. So active bidders may use it just in case, and I'm going to start that countdown. We have 3 more rounds, including this item, just so you all know. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
This would be neat though. Like I was talking about that I can crochet, but you could put your yarn ball in it, and as like almost like a crochet bowl.
That is actually a great idea, Misty. It is perfect size for that. It is the perfect size for that. Okay, thank you, Karen, for the bid end. Sorry, Janet, 24 came in right after. So the first 22 I see is Gracie's Loft. So Gracie, this is yours. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations, Gracie's. All right, Misty.
All right, the last 3 things I brought, it reminds me of my co-sellers. So the first one reminds me of Bill, just because it's a planter. But this one I have not seen. I love this one. So it is just, the pixies. And I love that like yellow chartreuse inside the little thing of the tree. But when I turn it around, we've got 2 little pixies that are kissing. Now, they gave her boobaloo-baloobies. And they're like just keeping their eyes open. They want to see what they're doing here. And then
what's your start price on that?
I'm starting this at $25. This is one that I've not seen. And then right here, it says, I love you.
Oh, that's so neat.
So cute.
But when you look at the knots of the tree, they've got these chartreuse yellow throughout the little knots of the tree. So it's almost like a lava glaze a little bit. This is made by Gilner. It is stamped Gilner on the bottom. On the bottom, we do have, and this is on the bottom, we do have a couple little chips right there on the bottom. Doesn't affect the way that it sits, and it doesn't affect the displayability of it. So this, sometimes when you can see, because you get Treasure Craft and Gilner confused, the Treasure Craft ones have a little bit more detail on the inside of their ear. So yeah, that's how usually you can tell, but it does help when it's marked on the bottom. That does make a big difference.
And Gilner always paints the faces much better than Treasure Craft does.
Yeah, they do. They do. They're the more detail in the eye and the paint of the eye. But this is a really, really nice piece. Not one that I have ever seen before. I've not seen this sculpt before.
And you don't see the girl pixies very often.
No. And I've been saving the next sale that we do together in November. I have pink Gilner pixies that I'm bringing. I've been saving them, but I'm going to bring them to Mother Tucker Mondays. So next time we're having a sale together, and she's the pink one, she's got boobies.
Okay.
They were messing around. They're like, yeah, there you are. I love her sweet little face though. And she's not getting them on the lips there. She's kind of like, she's making them wait a little bit, She's so cute. I like the detail of the coloring on the knots of the tree too. It's almost like melted crayon. I think that's what it reminds me of.
I love the contrast in the greens, Misty. The chartreuse with the hunter green behind it. It's so reminiscent of the time.
It is. I love this one. I love this one a lot. I almost kept this one, but I don't need it. All right, we're going to go ahead. Karen, I see you're in at 25. Let's go ahead and count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Bid end. But yeah, that like little detail of touch that they've added to the collars and the knots of the tree, I think is nice. All right, KB has a bid of 26, but KB put in just in case of 35. But you didn't need it, KB, because you were the highest bidder. So this one's coming to you for $26. Thank you so very much.
All right there, Miss Amy.
All right, 18, Jason.
Got it.
All right. I typically do not pick up the little bisque dolls, but she was really special, so I had to get her. Can you even? I have never seen one of these with butterfly wings. So immediately I thought she was meant to be a fairy or a little butterfly girl. So she is made in Japan. Okay. She's not stamped Germany or anything like that. Hopefully you can see the detail on her. So she has a little crepe paper outfit in pink here. She does have the little articulated arms that you can move. They're attached with wire.
Ariana is the first person that popped into my brain when you showed this. And
like I said, I couldn't really find out a whole lot about her. I couldn't find anything like this that looked like her. So I'm not sure if she was manufactured this way or somebody altered her, but her wings are also crepe paper, and all of the edging is mica glitter, and also mica glitter applied to her little outfit here on the back side. So there's no chips to her. Okay. I'm going to turn her around to the back. So you can see where the wings were applied to her. So they're just they're fashioned to her body with some twine. And then the little pink on the outfit, if you can see there, was applied later on after the wings. So I'm really not sure if somebody crafted her and made her this way. If they did a really good job at making the wings like uniform and everything like that. Right. So the wings are kind of a blushy pink. And then this is a little bit brighter pink here in there. So wingspan on her is about 7 inches. Okay. And the doll herself is 3.5 inches. And I was able to pull the string down a little bit in the back and see that she is made in Japan stamped there on the back side. Okay. So, and I love the finger waves in her little blonde hair too. All right. So right now I see Ariana is in at 35. So we're looking for 36 or more. Nikki just came in with a 36. So we're looking for 37. All right, we're going to count her down because we still have a couple more rounds to get to tonight. So if you're bidding, I wouldn't wait to put in any final bids or just in cases. We're going to count her down. Looking for 39 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
So cute.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love her. She was just so unique. I had to pick her up.
Did you just buy one though, Amy?
Yes, just one, Bill.
Okay.
I wish, if had there been more of these little butterfly girls, I may have been tempted to get more than one.
Ooh,
Thank you guys. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you again, Karen. All right. So just in cases are in play. So Ariana had a just in case of 45. Glowy Girl had a just in case of 53. Dusty Moose also had a just in case of 45. So with the just in cases, Glowy Girl is going to take her for 46. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Makes me want to make some of these, but they won't
Yeah.
look like that.
No.
Amy could make these, but
Can you imagine how hard it would be to like cut that for the body and do all that?
Amy could do it.
It would be challenging. I thought about it for a second, but I'm like, I don't
Amy
know.
could do it.
So good. All right, gang, $30. And I have what I think is a little harder to find head vase. She's in very good condition. She is Lefton. Okay. A lot of times you find the other companies. My camera doesn't want to focus. This one is Lefton. I personally don't find a lot of Lefton head vases. She is the one that has the attached hand. So they would have attached that after they molded the rest of the body. Now, this is one that could have had a lot of damaged issues. First of all, those eyelashes are very susceptible, to have damage. Her eyelashes are in very good condition. The feather on her hat is in very good condition. She is almost like a Southern lady here with that gorgeous cap on her head. She has the kind of the dusty blonde hairdo with the bun in the back. She's super cute. I love the applied hand. The little flower rosette is in very good condition. There are absolutely no chips at all to that. And the lace around, which is ceramic lace all the way around, has no damage either, which I think is just amazing. Like I say, there's a lot of things on here that, could have gotten damaged since this was made in the 1960s all the way up to today. So she's really clean and really good condition. A lot of times when these are wrapped up in newspaper, they start to discolor. All the flesh tones are really nice and vibrant, along with the blush on her cheeks. I think she's a very nice, high quality. When I did do research on her, they did make a couple different colors of her. And I would call her more the cobalt blue one. And my goodness, are they popular online. And she is a nice size one. She'd be a middle-sized one. She comes in right around 6.5 inches tall by 5.5 at the widest point. So thank you all for the bids. Right now we're at 39, looking for 40 with Angela. Again, let me get in on that face. You can see that the eyebrows, the paint is beautiful. I can't find any issues with her at all. Even the inside, she's super clean. So again, she is made by Lefton. We do find a lot of Lefton ceramics, but I don't find a lot of Lefton head vases. And again, gorgeous size. You could do all sorts of things with her, leave her out all year long. I think she's really dainty. And look at that flower. No chips to that, nor are there any chips to the ceramic lace. All they would have had to do is take a bump against the wall and take a chunk of that off. She's in really good condition. Again, 6.5 inches tall. Even her cold paint on her lips is remarkable. So we are looking for 41 or more. We are doing just in case. Now we're looking for 44 or more. Again, just in case on the larger head vase, she would go great with the Napco ones with the applied hand. And when I mean applied, the porcelain was added after they were both molded and then they were painted. Look at the gorgeous glove details. 44 or more, let's count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There's even some spaghetti details. Lefton always seemed to find a way to add some spaghetti to every single piece throughout those 50s and 60s. So Aunt Kiki is in at 44. I see Angela in with a just in case of 55. Aunt Kiki is in with a just in case of 60. Brian is in with a just in case of 60. Just waiting on that bid. And Brian got in there with the fast internet. So Brian, congratulations. It's coming to you. She's coming to you for $61. Thank you so much, guys, for all your interest. All right, Bill.
$6 for choice. And I have a choice between two children's books from 1964, I believe. I wrote it down somewhere, 1963. And these are the Tiddlywink Tales. The first one is the story of little Wiggy here. And as you can see, Wiggy has lenticular eyes on the cover. A lot of times the eyes go through the whole book. In this case, these are just on the cover. But super sweet and in great condition. The only thing I'll point out with Wiggy is there is a little water damage up here at the top on a couple of the first pages. But other than that, it's in spectacular condition, really fun graphics. And I think this also has a lot of words in it that are in capital letters and color. And I think that was meant for learning, you know, kind of like a learning and emphasis sort of thing. But really, really sweet book. They have these punched holes at the top. So I imagine these are the kind of things that might be in a classroom hanging on a pegboard that you could take down during recess and read. But super, super sweet. So Wiggy is the first choice. And the books are 10 inches tall, 6 inches across. The second one is Winnie the Moo.
I've had this one. This one's good. This one's
Winnie
fun.
the Moo. I just can't. I think it's hilarious. As you can see, there's a little bend here at the top, but this one is in great condition on the inside. Winnie the Moo. Again, these are 1963 children's books with both of the covers having those awesome lenticular eyes. And they're super sweet stories. I read them. Winnie the Moo has all of these like forest creature friends looking all around to see them.
Bill, is her name Minnie or Winnie?
Minnie. Did I say Winnie?
You're saying Winnie. It's Minnie. I thought it was Minnie.
Yeah. So this is Minnie the Moo, right? Not Winnie the Pooh. Minnie the Moo, which I think is super cute.
So good.
They were initially.
I've never seen these, Bill.
And I actually have a few more. There's probably, from what I got in the lot, there are at least 7 other titles in this series. Wow. They have various condition issues, though. I brought the 2 good ones tonight, but super sweet. Lots of different types of animals in this series. But my guess is, just because I'm an educator, my guess is these were classroom books that were hanging in a pegboard, and you would take them down during recess for the kids who were told they needed to read instead of going out to the playground. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get your bid in on either Wiggy or Minnie the Moo. Thank you, Jason.
Sorry, because I knew I sold this before. Well, I sold this before. My mom's high school friend was named Minnie, and I always thought it was so funny, this book.
So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bidette. Super, super cute.
What year were they from, Bill?
1963. I keep thinking 1963. So there is the bid end. So Vanessa, just let me know if you would like Wiggy or Minnie, cow or dog, or both. And then it's just easier.
Their eyes, when you keep like showing them, their eyes look like they're like going cross-eyed.
Yeah,
and all kinds of funny things.
Super funny. So Vanessa's going to take Wiggy.
Okay.
So Carol, let me know if you wanted Minnie. And if you want to pass, not a problem.
All right. All right, Misty.
All right. So my next item that I'm selling is my item that reminds me of Jason. Jason likes this thing anyway, but it is a DeForest.
Oh my God.
It's a pickle man. I'm the pickle man. So these are little condiments. So this will be for like relish and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, before I give you the starting price, there is a lot of crazing on this. It was used. And there is a little hairline. I don't know if the hairline was in the. Hang on, let me look at it again. Yeah, there is one small hairline right there on the top of his face. So you can see all of that crazing on the inside because he was used. So I am going to start him at 20. This is a harder one to find. I almost kept this one because I have the cheese man. I've got the onion man. I don't have the pickle man, but you can't keep it all. But look at that anthropomorphic pickle.
So good. So good.
Go, Jason, go.
Pig.
He's so happy. So
Isn't
good.
he though?
So good.
I know. I'm happy. I like pickles.
Can we also just recognize that pickles are one of the best foods in the world?
I mean, they really are.
Amazing.
But it depends on which one. I'm a Vlasic girl. I like a Vlasic. You buy them already refrigerated in the store. That's what I like.
Yeah. I'm a
And
fan.
I like a good gherkin pickle.
Okay. Like they're the big ones, right? Aren't they the big?
No, they're the little
No,
sweet.
the little tiny ones.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The little gherkin. Do they sell them in Indiana? The ones that you got to fish out of the barrel, the big
Oh, I
ones?
love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
We sell those at the Renaissance
like
here.
we have a drive-in in our county.
Okay.
We still have a drive-in movie theater, and they call them the chili dillies.
Oh, yeah. They're my
They're
favorite.
like-
Fishing your one out of the barrel. Oh, my
They're
God.
cold and they're like wrapped up in like paper. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Steel makes her own. I know my friend Anne,
Ooh.
she will take like sweet pickles and then you add like more sugar to them and let them sit for like 2 or 3 days before you open the jar back up again. I don't know what it does, but it makes them magical apparently. So we've got pickle. Let me show you the backside. If you don't want his face to show and be a weirdo, because that's the best part, you can turn him like that. But I love it.
That gherkin never hurt nobody, Misty. He never hurt anybody.
No, he's kind of a gherkin size. He is kind of a gherkin size. Oops, where's my camera at? There we go. All right, so Debs is in at 20. He's just a really fun piece of kitsch, anthropomorphic. I wouldn't use him for your relish. I would just kind of put him on your shelf. He's just a happy little guy. All right, I'm going to count him down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love it. He's just so happy. Here's his little nose and his little mouth, his little cheeks. For the
He's so
pickle man.
adorable.
I know,
Does
he's
amaze
really-
me that he's one of the harder ones to get, you know?
Yeah, he is. I mean, I've got the cheese and I've seen the pickle and you see the garlic one, or the onion and the garlic one, but you don't see the pickle very often. All right, Debs, he's coming to you for $20. Thank you so much.
All right there, Miss Amy.
Mama Pam makes some good homemade pickles too. Of course, she does. She won blue ribbon at the fair with them for years.
I believe you.
All right, 18, Jason.
All right.
All right, I'll have to have her bring some pickles next time. All right, I have this darling little coat rack, peg rack. Up next, this is from the 60s. I have had one of these before, the same exact shape, but the one that I had before had little puppies painted on it. But this one's got pixies and little birds and cute little flowers. So I had to save it to bring tonight with Bill and Misty in the house. I love the kind of atomic shape to the wood in the background. It is in really good condition. So I'll get up close so you can see some of the little details in here. So we've got cute little birdies, tiny little flowers painted. We've got Pixie banging on the drum there. Some more flowers. And then this one here is playing the flute. And then we've got another birdie and some flowers. And it does have 2 hangers on the back. I'm not sure if the nails are original. Maybe at one point in time they got replaced or the hangers got replaced because the nails are a little bit different there on the back. And it is finished, so it's not rough wood or anything, and the designs are sealed on the front. I think it's darling cute. So measurement for this, it is 12.5 inches long and about 3 inches to the top. I'm not including the little hanger hardware. And then the little pegs are kind of staggered, so you can hang different things on there. I thought it was darn cute. I never see stuff like this, like home interior stuff with pixies on it. Never, ever. Unless it's German. Every once in a while, I'll come across something that is German. I'm not really sure country of origin on this, but I do know that it's from the 60s. But very cute.
I love those birds, Amy.
I know. They kind of look like the old Michigan logo has a little robin on it like that. Say yes to Michigan.
Yes.
If you Google that, it looks very similar to that. I love the birdies. All right, so I see Jan's in at 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. I'm going to count it down. We still have one more round to get to tonight. So let's count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
So good in a youngster's room to hang all sorts of different things
If
on.
nobody wanted this, I was going to put it up in my craft room.
So
I'll blame
good.
you.
If nobody wanted it, I was going to message you after the sale.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Jan, this is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, good score. All right, guys, my next item is going to start at $22. And like Amy said, when you sell with Misty, you need to bring a Kewpie. When I sell with this gang, I need to bring any rubber face that I find. So
Oh my gosh.
I have this crazy little weirdo, $22. Before I get into it, he does have a little tiny hole he does need sewed up. So it's under his little armpit right here. So there's just a little hole right there you can see under his armpit. So he does need sewed up, but he is super cute. He has his original tag that the tag is starting to just get weathered a little bit, but there's no funky smells. There's no funky stains on him. He's actually from Canada, and he's called a Majestic Toy Ltd. So he's a Majestic Toy. His face is rubber. And
Is
all
he
the
a
research.
Gillette?
What?
Is he a Gillette?
He could be a Gillette. He very easily could be a Gillette. Hi, am I a Gillette? I mean, he or they are super cute. I mean, doesn't that face almost read a mix between like a Kewpie and like a pixie? I mean, if you mix the DNA of the two, you would get this. So this little cutie pie here, everything that I could find research-wise said that the Majestic Toy Company is the Rushton style company from Canada. So I don't know if this was an exclusive up there. I don't know how he got down here. I don't know. I couldn't find any other examples of him, but he has all this crazy fur. He's in this gorgeous little hood. So he has a cute little hood in yellow. He's filled. I would believe that he's probably that late 60s. He's that filled with the pellets. You know, they filled them with the styrofoam pellets like the carnival toys, but the hands are of that rubber. The face is a softer rubber, kind of like, you know, the Rushtons are, but he's just super, super cute. And he or they sits just about, where the heck are my measurements? Sits about 13 inches tall. So about 13 inches tall, and then just about arm length, about 14 inches long. So I know we are all into these cute little rubber face, these little weirdos. I thought he was super unique, and Tina actually found him and saved him. The store she got him at, they kept making fun of him. So she knew she had to get him out of there so that we could find him a new home. So let me zoom in here on the face. The paint is in really good condition. Like I said, it's a rubber face. And then all of the plush is super cute. So I thought he would also look cute. You know, sometimes when we don't have bad cats, like we were talking about, we decorate under the tree with little toys. So it looks like after, you know, Christmas, after everything was opened, we kind of stage it a little bit. I thought they would look cute underneath there. So again, it does have its original tag. It is a rubber face, and it is made by the Majestic Toy Company. It's Majestic Toy Ltd. from Canada. So I don't know if anybody likes me, but if nobody's interested in him, that's okay. And again, the hands are rubber, and you could, you know, put something in there, like a little bit of sign, like, I don't know what to do with my hands. So he's super cute. but you'll hang out with me a little longer, buddy. We got one more round.
You have a
So
bid.
let's. Oh, I see you, Smalls, at 22. Thank you so much. Again, there are no stains. There are no issues. I have to imagine that it's the little fella, like almost in like a onesie. Remember those little onesies that had like, a little hood? That's what I kept imagining. And again, really cute, no issues. There's not even any scuffs to the rubber. The paint's in really good condition. The only issue is you're going to have to sew. He was getting a little crazy. He ripped his armpit open a little bit. So you just have to sew that up and you'll be good to go. Thank you, Pamela, at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. Again, I'm going to get a home, everybody. And I love the hands. Like he's just throwing shade at everybody. So let's count him down. Stop it. Looking for 26 or more on the cute little majestic toy from Canada. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Super cute little guy. I love him. Great for Easter too with the colors. Do you know what I mean? Put a big old Easter egg. Put a big old Easter egg in those big rubber hands and let him hold. I'm gonna get your Easter egg. I'm gonna go get crazy with my hands. I love him. He's so cute. All right, there's the bid end. So Smalls with your just in case of 32. Smalls, they're coming to you for $26. All right, Bill.
So this is our last round, everyone, and I have some pottery. Save some pottery till the end. I have this is going to start at $14, Jason.
All right.
I don't know if I said that already. And I need to get mileage out of my hydrangeas because I spent all summer growing them, so I just need to display them. So I have this beautiful Royal Copley. This is actually, a lot of people call it the planter, but it's not. Royal Copley calls this the window box. So this is the window box in the beautiful Harmony pattern. And it is a super piece for a couple of reasons. I just want to point out, I think you can see the crazing there. Royal Copley is a very crazy pottery. So it is all over. But other than that, that is the only condition issue with this beautiful piece. And as you can see, it's super long. And that's what makes this the window box. It's super long and skinny. So it was meant to sit on a windowsill. It's 8 inches long and 4.5 inches tall. And again, this pattern is called Harmony. And there are, I don't know, 8 or 10 different variations of this particular pattern. Let me just show you a few because you may have seen them. All different sorts of sizes up here on the top, and this one as well. And the Royal Copley catalog states that, let me just read it, that this item, the window box, is the hardest to find in all of the Harmony pattern. So this is the most difficult one to find. They made it not as frequently as everything else. So when you do see this leaf pattern, which is the Harmony, you just want to take a look at the shape. And if it's this shape, this is a super tough one to find. The one that's about half size, which is the actual planter, is much more common. But I think this is just, I mean, Royal Copley glaze, right, everybody? It is gorgeous.
Good.
There's some magic that they mixed into this glaze. I don't know what it is. And again, you have an option of something in, if you have a more minimalist decor and you needed to just switch it out for a season, the back is equally as gorgeous. So that's what the bottom looks like. Completely glazed bottom except for the 2 feet. That's typical of Royal Copley. They don't glaze the feet. That's where it sits on the kiln, so you can't put the glaze there. But you can get a really good sense of some of the crazing on the bottom. That crazing isn't dirty, though, on the actual window box itself. So, if you're someone who's a planter collector, this is a nice little variation. You can have a window box and not a planter.
Fancy. That's bougie, Bill.
It's fun. It's fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown because we are in our last round. So active bidders can use it just in case. Yes, so Shannon, it goes from a pinkish color to sort of a mauvish color. And then this is like a really, really dark maroon, I would call it, into a brown. It's a really gorgeous gradation. And to my knowledge, Harmony only came in this pattern. Royal Copley oftentimes had designs that were in multiple colorways. I haven't seen one not in this colorway before. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Just looks like that leaf just melted into that, you know?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Really pretty, really pretty. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for your bids. There is the bid end. So Nikki had a just in case of 28, Jamie a 25, Shannon a just in case of 28. So that means this will go to the first just in case of 28, which is Nikki. Congratulations, and thank you all for your bids.
All right, Misty, how much?
All right, my last item is going to start at 22, and
You
this is
got
my
it.
item that reminded me of Amy, and it's of course it's a deer. Of course it is. So this deer is made in California. It's California pottery. There isn't, the only issue with this, it's got a little rough spot behind one ear right there. So I just wanted to point that out. It's a really lovely piece. This is a great piece that you could definitely keep out in the wintertime, keep it with your Christmas. It is a planter, so you could put your bottle brush trees in it. But you can see someone put like cardboard in there, so they made, it's like their makeshift flower frog.
It's a great idea.
It is. It really is a great idea. This is marked made in California on the back with the mold number 260. The only issue with this leaping deer is that it has that little rough spot on the back of this ear right here. This is, oh gosh, where are you at? 9 inches tall from the base to the very tip top of the ear there. And it has really pretty, like a forest green. You can tell on this side here, well, maybe you can see it's darker green and then it like an ombre, and it gets a little bit lighter up there at the top. But I like the sculpt. It's a realistic looking deer. It's not like cartoony or anything. And I honestly don't know if this originally had a metal cradle base on it or not, because you can see it has a little lip here, but it does have the little felt feeties, which I think were added on later. What do you think, Bill?
I think it might be the top of a TV lamp or a TV planter. So yes, okay. I think there may have been a cradle at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it seems like there was some kind of a cradle, like a metal cradle that this would have sat in. But it does sit just fine on its own without being in that metal cradle. So
it's a great mid-century look. Do you know what I mean? It's that deer when they made it look like a leaping gazelle almost, but you know it's a deer. Yeah. It's very, very mid-century.
Yep. It is really nice. It is just a really sleek looking, natural looking planter. All right, but if there is any interest in this, I will set it aside and we'll keep the sale going.
All right, we'll move slow for the lag. All right, Amy.
Nobody wants your deer, Amy.
It's a harder to find piece. I used to have that piece in my collection and I sold it. So
yeah, well, maybe it'll be
great for Christmas. Anyway, all right, $16, Jason. Okay, so this piece is probably one of the cutest Bambi pieces I have ever seen. This is not coming out of my personal collection. I actually found this. It's not just what you're seeing, and I'll show you the rest in a second. So we have this molded plastic. It is very cute. It does, you know, see, look,
mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I know they match. So this green here that you're seeing, it's very thin plastic, all right, and it has a tiny little spot where you could punch out a hole, and it's meant to be a wall plaque, okay? But that's not the cool part about it, okay? And I'd never seen these before. I didn't even know they were a thing or they existed. We're going to turn it around. Are you ready? I bet you weren't expecting that.
Oh, my God.
No.
All right, so we've got Walt Disney's Bambi baby shoes. So the front plastic part with Bambi and Thumper is a little wall plaque. All right, and I'm going to take this off so we can really look in here and I can show you, okay? So here's the wall plaque. There's a tiny little hole that you can punch out, and you could actually hang this in the wall. It was meant to be
adorable.
a little nursery plaque. Okay, so then on the inside, it's got this little paper insert. Tiny shoes from Never Never Land. How cute is that? So we've got Bambi and Bambi's mom gay little flights of fancy, magically captured in cuddly materials.
My gosh.
In the manner of Walt Disney, friend to the little people. They're new and imaginative. These little shoes are packed in this gift picture box with a charming molded wall plaque for the nursery, one of the series depicting authentic scenes from Disney Wonderlands. So these were made in the USA. This does date to the 50s, okay? And I want to show you the little shoes. I can't. The little shoes.
Oh my God.
That so cute. I think the shoes were probably worn a little bit, and I did not put the pink paper in there. That's how I found them. But so stinking cute. I didn't even know that these existed. And there are some other Disney movies that they made these shoes, the little baby shoes for, but these are the little Bambi ones. So I can stand it. It was just too cute.
No.
And I'd never ever seen these before. Everything's in really nice shape. There's no cracking to the wall plaque or anything. Obviously, it was never used as a wall plaque. And then you get the cute little, how cute for a little display if you put something together with some little baby items or little Bambi items. I love the little decal that's on the front there. So cute. So measurement for the box is 5 by 5. So that's the sizing there. And it will just kind of sit up on its own. If you didn't want to like hang the plaque on the wall, it will sit up how the box is molded, so you could display it like that too, or display it so you could see the shoes. There's lots of things that you could do with that.
Adorable.
I just thought it was so cute. I couldn't leave it behind.
It's a
I'd never
twofer.
seen
I
it
love
before. So cute. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's all right. We'll bring it back for the recap.
All right. It kind of looks like it's ceramic on the front. They did such a good
does.
job with
Yeah,
that.
I know.
All right, gang, $22, and this checks a lot of boxes, and I know a lot of folks on the screen with me are going to love these. It's going to be $22 choice on the flathead babies with glasses.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I know Tilso is one of the companies that made these flat faces. Who was the other one? I can't think. It was Tilso.
I
And
had little ones that were UNESCO.
Flipper and Man.
That's right. Okay. All
We're
right.
all three of us said different things.
$22 choice on the crazy Harry Carey babies.
They
Misty,
are.
Hi, Kit. Cubs win. So, guys, if you guys love kitsch, I think this is checking all the boxes for you. We have what I'll call the
This
little
looks
boy.
like Boss Baby.
Oh, yes, you're right. Look at the hair. No issues. There is some
hairline.
matte painting to these. So they have the little faux hair on them and the glasses. This one we'll call the little boy. He has a little bit of cold paint missing right there on his little diaper. On the back, super good condition. You know, just a little fleck of paint. That's all cold paint. You know, these do discolor a little bit after a while, but these are super cute. So they measure just about 5 inches tall by about 3.5 inches across. So this is your first one to choose from. Cute little boy there with the
It's a
goofy
little
little
Danny
hair.
DeVito. It's a
Oh
little
my
Danny
God.
DeVito.
Oh, hi guys. Hi guys. I need to get some of the bottles. So he's got to go. So he's your little boy, or this is the little girl we'll call with the little pink diaper. Again, I think these check so many boxes. These are just kitschy cute at their best. There you can see the back. And again, they also marry with the flathead carolers, all sorts of things. I had found one of these pink ones about a year ago and sold it. It had this little souvenir on its belly, but this one does not. So I thought these would be super cute. I think they're very kitschy. They are marked Japan on the bottom with a little round sticker. No chips, no cracks. Again, it is cold paint on the diaper part, even all the blushing, and then they're little metal glasses. So those are little metal glasses. I love the little tufts of hair on there. Super cute. Again, they're like little Harry Carey babies. Again, there's your little boy. Minimal paint loss. I thought they would look great together. Heck, you could even fit these into like a non-traditional Christmas. The hair's in really good. The hair is somewhere between like a brown and a red. It kind of has hues of both in it. I just think these are super cute. I see you, Karen, in at 22. Thank you so much. Again, the measurements on these, they're both 5 inches tall by 3.5 inches across. So let me show you how cute the eyelashes and those eyes are. All the cold paint is really good considering, because these were always, every time I find the flatheads, whether they be the nuns, the monks, the singers, they were kind of sloppy with the paint on these, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how or why. It's just these flatheads were always kind of sloppily done. So again, this is a matte flesh tone. If they would have been wrapped in newspaper, they sort of discolor. These are really good. None of the extremities like the feet are broke. And you can see cold paint's really good here on the pink one. It's pretty good on the blue one, but there are one or two little flecks, there on the front, here on the back. Only other issue is where the hair is glued on. There is a little glossiness because that's just the glue. That's the glue from the factory. So we're in at $25 choice right now with Karen. Let's go ahead and count these down. Looking for 26 or more, and you can take either the pink or the blue one or take them both. 26 or more, let's count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. We're going to go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I feel so bad holding her by the head like that, but that's the best grip I can get on her. What were we going to say, Bill? Naughty, naughty. Stop holding my head like that, Jason. So cute. I love these little babies. Another collection that I will regret not collecting, these little babies with the glasses. I can see you, Bill. I see you. All right. Karen wants them both. All right.
She already knew.
All right, gang. Thank you so much. That's going to do it. We did it, guys. All right. Just about 3 hours. So we have a recap.
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. Bill.
So this is the point in our broadcast where we are going to bring anything that wasn't claimed earlier back one more time, just for y'all to take a look at it. Maybe you weren't here. Maybe you needed a little bit of time to think about it. For anyone who has something remaining, what we will do is we'll move along quickly, number one, because your time is important to us. We will show you the item. We'll describe it. We'll say what the start price is. And if you are interested in claiming that item, you will type your bid in the chat with a 1 or 2 word description of what you're bidding on, just because we do move quickly. If you are the only claim on that item, the item is yours. If there is a second claim that comes in a reasonable amount of time, we will do a quick countdown, and Karen Gillette will remain our bid ender during the recap. And it's as simple as that. So, Misty, did you have anything?
I did. I had Amy's deer. Amy's deer right here. Beautiful little mid-century, made in California. When I first bought this, I thought it was Royal Copley because it has a very Royal Copley look, but it's made in California. This is going to be $22. So if anybody's interested, all you have to do is put in $20 deer, and it can be yours. That's all I had.
Amy, did you have something?
Yes.
Okay.
You just saw it. Was the little Bambi plaque and the little baby shoes from 1950. Looking for 16 on there. If anybody's interested in these, you can type in shoes 16. Shoes 16. That's all I had. Thank you, guys.
All right. And Bill didn't have a recap, so I got a recap. $65. Well, $65 on the Royal Hager. It is marked Royal Hager here on the back. You get the console bowl. With these gorgeous daisies. It is in the chartreuse. All right, you got Shannon for the shoes, Amy.
I see it. Thank you, Shannon.
This is a very iconic bowl by Hager. It was used in a lot of the flower frogs. It comes in multiple colors. This alone at the 65 you could use to marry with your other flower frogs. And this measures, 12 inches long. So it is a beast. It's gorgeous. It's like a pond almost for flamingos. If you had flamingos, you could put them in there. And then you have the gorgeous chartreuse frog, this guy is so hard to do research on. Faintly do I believe it's stamped Hager on the bottom. There is a little boober right here to his little webbed foot, but he has all his other webbed feet. It's a 9-hole flower frog, and he sits on the inside. Both of these are in chartreuse. So if anyone's interested, just put Hager 65. He's about 4 inches by 5. So he's about 4 inches tall by 5. This little guy alone seems to be a hard one to track down and find. So just hold him up there again for a moment. That, and then it's hard to show, but if you can imagine, he just rests. Come on now. There you go. He rests right inside there in your flower frog, and you can put him to good use. So, but there's no interest. That's okay. Let's get everybody back up here. If anybody's watching this in the replay and anybody sees anything that was not claimed and is interested, please feel free to email us, and we will make arrangements to get it sold to you. So Karen, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender tonight. Thank you so very much. Deanna, our thoughts and prayers to you on Wednesday. Best of luck. We know everything will be all right. Thank you for being our mod and bid ender on multiple occasions and always backing us up. Along with Holly, thank you so much for putting all those links in the chat for us and being the backup to the backup. So, gang, with that said, we'll go around and tell you where we're all going to be at next. We'll go in the order we're at now. So, Amy, when can they find you next?
Back here on Mother Tucker's channel, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern for fantastic finds.
All right. And how about you, Mr. Bill?
Instagram, 5 o'clock on Thursday for the Kitsch Keeper sale. We have a guest who many of you may recognize. It's Sherry, Time for Treasure. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday, I'll be over on Instagram in a 1-hour time slot in a mini holiday marathon.
Nice.
And how about you, Misty?
I have a sale tomorrow. First of all, thank you, Shannon, for my grandmother's Hope chest. I appreciate that. That's adorable. I have a sale tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern on my YouTube channel with Michael, the Cult of Vintage. And then I have a sale on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. You will also be able to watch it on YouTube. It's going to stream on YouTube as well. But in order to purchase and bid on things, you will need to be watching from Virtual Antique Marketplace. So go over to virtualantiquemarketplace.com, register as a member. It's free. And then if you're wanting to purchase something, register as a buyer. All you have to do is put in your information just like you do in PayPal. And I'm giving away a Viking swung vase Thursday night at the sale. You have to be present at the sale to win.
Gotcha.
I'll be there.
All right. All right. All right. And guys, if any of you are new buyers to any of us, please make sure you email all of us all of the important information. We need your name, your screen name. We need your full address and a PayPal email. That's all very important. So if you're new to us, you got to contact us. We can't contact you. Trying to remember if there's anything else. I think that's it. I'll be back Wednesday night, like Amy said, for fantastic finds here on my channel. Then I'll be back on Saturday night at 8 p.m. with the very lovely Uniquely Michelle's for Uniquely Vintage. We try to bring apparel. We try to bring all sorts of mid-century stuff. So again, make sure you're subscribed to everybody here on the screen. All the links are down below. Amy, which is Enamor Amie, Bill, Garden Guy Bill, and of course, Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. Misty, it's always a pleasure. We all look forward to this. Thank you, Amy. We look forward to it as well. Me and Bill, we couldn't thank you two enough for hanging out with us on a Monday night. So, all right, everybody have a safe week. We'll see you in a month. All right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Bye.